I'm
Well,
eating almonds.
Well, I have started the recording, so don't say anything shitty about William, who couldn't make it today.
Where
You
is
should
he?
have been here.
You disappoint me.
He's taking a big important test. He says it's important. I don't see
This
how
is
it
a
could
big
be.
important test.
Yeah, Pinky, you are very quiet. We might have to actually boost your signal a little bit. Or are you?
I think
gonna
he's
go-
eating the almonds.
I just, I didn't, yeah, I
Okay,
didn't
good.
want it to be close
It's
to
all
my
right.
mouth.
I'm gonna
It
fill up
seems
my
like
water
almonds,
bottle. I'll be
But
back.
apparently you don't care.
No, we don't. We're used to sharing a Discord with a magical man named Harrison Barr. So much so that when Harrison's eating sounds invade Discord, we have this button to tell
Yep.
him that he's. Or we just go like this to let him know that he's polluting Discord with his sounds. All right, this down here, and we are, I think, ready to experiment. What I'm going to do is rest you guys, and we're going to take a few minutes just to get used to this crazy interface you're staring at now, okay?
Okay.
Like
Feel
that.
free to go up and try out your skills, try out your spells if you have any, try out your inventory. Prime, all your cool stuff is under features. Feel free to move around this screen. Before we start the story in earnest, we will reset all of this. So you can shoot each other, blast each other, try skills, try powers. No consequences right now. Those of you that have weapons, they're under inventory. And we're going to run a kind of simplified version of the game today where if you stand still and attack, then you get a full attack. If you move first, you get a single attack. That's it. That's one of the only rules things I'm going to drop on you. And that's mainly for Talus and Keldar. There you go. You should go up to features and turn into Spider first.
Oh, okay. Features. Oh, right now. Cool. All right.
Now you are, in fact, a giant spider.
Spider slam. I'm gonna full attack this bad boy.
That dice is awesome.
I want to hear that bear sound again.
Like
I think it's time for that.
Okay. Now, Pinckney, you don't really have much in the way of inventory. Your character sort of prides himself on not needing anything but his brain.
Well, that's true. Although I've deer shit.
That's actually a drug. It does appear to be deer feces. And you're welcome to try some.
Good old deer.
Oh,
Telekinetic slap.
how do I?
Try that out. Yeah, it's not that you're defenseless. It's that all of your weapons are summoned from your mind.
Ocean of invisibility. I can be invisible too, or is that everyone can be invisible?
A lot of people can be invisible.
But not as good as me, right?
Okay, sure. That's you notice there, Pinckney, that when you see a number in green, yeah, over in the chat, that Rev rolled a crit with that. He rolled a natural 20, so it did a bunch of extra damage.
Good.
You slapped the hell out of whoever that was.
How do I choose who I want to attack?
You would just say, for the most part, we're not going to mess with.
Okay.
Foundry has a more
Okay.
complex targeting system, but in general, you would just tell me who you want to attack.
Okay.
when the
I'm
time
going to
comes.
attack the mark.
Okay, get him.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna land right here, and then
We'd all just like attack.
click on that, and then turn to a bear.
That is a nice feature.
I love
Pardon
it.
me.
It looks just
That
like
is too
danger.
funny.
And then, Prime, you can go up to
Do
your
this all day.
combat button and do your bear bite and bear claws full attacks. We'll see if you can hit the mark. He has a pretty good armor class. Looks like he rolled a 4. That will miss. He avoids your bite. You can try the claws.
I will try the claws. I'm gonna move a little bit though.
Sure.
You know, dance around them a little bit. Yeah.
I'm guessing. There's better. There's a tiny
sounds like I
dwarf
got
kung
him.
fu kicking you in the shins.
That was me.
And your bear attack misses also because at this time you've rolled a 3. You're rolling very poor.
I'll get it together.
You need to. This is not a good showing so far.
What happens if I display defenses?
That would give you a little readout of your current defenses. So when I say, I've got a 22 to hit you, you find out if that hits you, and it in fact does not.
Okay.
Because your armor.
Yeah, I'm
class
just
is
gonna turn
amazing.
to a master spider.
There you go.
Done playing this game. Spider slam him.
And you've covered up people's tokens. Now, when you're in bear
Sorry.
and spider form, you can actually reach so far that you could attack. You could attack the mark from this far away, 15 feet. If you want to measure a distance, you hold control and drag left click. Hold control and drag left click to measure how far from one point to another. Okay. Now let's see if everyone can do a perception check for me. It's under skills. We'll be doing a lot of this
Sorry.
today. Okay. I asked for perception and you spit spider acid on me for 102.
Let's go. I got carried away.
You could melt an entire crowd of civilians with that. Okay, so you can see your perception rolls. Talus 28, Switch 30. Switch in this instance, when I ask for this, if there's something difficult to be seen, I'll probably tell Switch, except Valor finally stopped rolling garbage and rolled a 45. In
You
Spider,
can just play with it, guys.
in Spider and Bear and most of your animal forms, you have vastly enhanced senses and advanced smell. So your
Got
perception
you.
is
Yeah.
bonkers in those forms.
Especially spider. All right.
Okay. So let's try rolling for initiative. I'm going to put you all in combat as far as Foundry is concerned. If you look at your top right, there's a ton of little buttons. One of them is a pair of crossed swords. If you right click that crossed swords, the combat tracker will pop out, or you can left click it to just look at it. But if you want to still be looking at chat, that's how you pop out the combat tracker.
And then you roll initiative. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, then you would roll initiative. And I've chosen fancy dice for each of you, but normally players spend way too much time picking their own.
I
fancy
am
dice.
famous for that. I've been
Yes.
doing it.
What is it? Ability checks? What am I? Where am I?
You could go up to, where is it? Combat. Your combat button at the far top left, and initiative is a button there.
I did not know that.
This is,
That why I couldn't see it.
yeah, it should also be in the combat tracker if you have that visible.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. You can click the
Oh,
little
roll
white
initiative.
dice next to your name and roll from there.
Yep.
So, everyone has rolled initiative, and now when I begin combat, it will play a what we call a hype track for each character. Looks like Talus won initiative, so you're going to hear hers first. So I'll say combat is starting.
Sometimes I wonder which one will be your last lie.
Great song.
Yep.
Yes, great song.
Fantastic choice. 10 out of 10.
Taylor Swift activated.
Oh boy. And so on Taylor's turn, I'll say, Kayla, what would you like to do? If you have any questions about what you see or what's going on, I'll say, it looks like the Mark and Rev and Switch have betrayed you, and you should just shoot one of them, whoever you want. And you could fire your weapon. You could move, reposition also.
Okay.
If you move, you can only do the single shot, but if you're staying planted, she can do a full attack with the gun where she shoots multiple times.
Where do I see like my gun and stuff?
The gun is under the inventory button. It's the first thing there. It's called the Saboteur.
Ooh. Oh.
And their full attack is when you want to just shoot and shoot and shoot, reload as fast as possible. Spell shot is where you want to do one huge shot that she puts sort of a magic spell in. So instead of casting fireball or shooting ice bolts or anything like that, she enchants the bullet and then shoots you with the bullet. And you take the damage of the bullet and the spell.
Let's do full attack.
Foundry will roll for you. It'll determine if you have any crits. It'll play your sound. And you have 35 to hit, which will hit anybody here. And then you have a 15 to hit, which will hit most people here. Would not hit Stray or Kelda or you.
I just click on people.
No, you just tell me who you
Oh.
want to shoot.
Oh, switch.
Okay. Well, then I will say that, Sydney, you are shot twice by your bestest buddy. And you take 43 points of damage, and you see Switch's health bar go down and turn yellow. Now, though, it is.
Never gave a damn.
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
never gave no fuck. Fell out with them hoes. We ain't
That was
never
Switch's
make
turn.
you no fuck back for everything I ever lost.
So
Rowdy.
Switch, she's made the mistake of shooting you from only 5 feet away.
Yeah.
You could just 5 foot here and stab the shit out of her. Under inventory, you have the Heart of Greed, which is a rapier. Or you could use your Taldane Handshake, which is really just brass knuckles.
Do the handshake.
There you go. Give her a full attack. You pull your brass knuckles and start punching at her, and she tumbles backwards. She turns her rifle sideways, and you punch the rifle one time, and the other time you just whiff. She's quick. And then it is Kelda's turn.
Is that bitch a clock? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
thick.
30. Okay. I'm gonna give a dual-wield full attack with the Silence and Sculptor.
You would
I
have to
don't
be
know.
within 5 feet of
That's
something. Or
critical.
you're just going to stab the air like shadow boxing?
I mean, I've played for a long time, but I guess I can get close to someone and do
Yeah.
it.
Well, see, you can only do a single attack. If you want to stab Rev, you run over there. It's not your turn, Prime. You calm down.
Sorry.
I will hit the pause button if you don't behave yourself over
I
there.
tried to jump the gun.
Okay.
Um,
So you get this first attack, and
Yeah.
you stab Rev for 15. He takes it. You walk up and just knife him. And
Owie.
let's see. Rev, Pinky, would you go to skills and do sense motive? And Kelda, would you do a bluff check?
okay, let me do this. A bluff check.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. That's a big sense motive
No.
check. Whoa, why is the sense motive so low? Hang on a sec.
And that, friends, is the dichotomy of the dice.
Yeah, he actually has a 30 sense motive, now that I've fixed his math.
God
And
damn
you've
it.
rolled a natural 1. You were trying to act sly, but he absolutely saw you coming. And so he's not surprised you don't get sneak attack.
Oh, fuck.
The Mark's turn. He 5-foots this way and unleashes his crossbow on... Actually, he's going to 5-foot this way and unleash it on Stray.
You don't want this bear action. Oh,
One bolt just sails over your head into the building behind you. The next one bounces off the ground. The third one nails you right in the neck. Doesn't hit anything major, though. You take 24 from the Mark.
I can live with that. I love this song. Sounds of the limbs. Yeah. Anyway,
Now it's your turn, and you may do stuff and things. When you're in bear form, you can reach up to 10 feet away. Normal
Okay.
sized people can only reach one square away, but bears can reach 2 squares, basically 10 feet. So you can attack without moving. You can attack the Mark. You can attack Rev. You can attack Switch.
I'll attack Rev.
Get him. Give him a
That's a
full
nice-
bear claw and a full bear bite. You get both of them.
Sharper than a serpent's tooth.
Hell yeah. Pinky, you're still a little quiet if you're done eating garbanzo beans.
Oh, okay.
Squidge that.
How
Thank
about
you. That's
that?
better. And you have mauled Pinckney for 30, for 28, and then he cleverly avoids. Now, Pinckney, I'll warn you have a spell. It's one of the few most cheatinest spells in the game because it goes not on your turn. Right now, as you see this bear coming at you, ready to rip your face off, you
Right.
can go up to spells and scroll down to 4th level and look for Emergency Force Sphere. And click that.
And should I put it around myself?
Yeah, put it right on yourself. Okay.
Not bad.
That damage does not happen. And the bear walks up and
Oh, it
finds him.
actually takes it away?
It just didn't.
What?
Yeah. On your turn, when you see him coming for you, you just kick the spell off, and he walks
Okay.
up, and he looks like a hamster trying to attack its own glass bowl. He just can't
I'll be back.
touch you at all. And then
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
it's your turn.
Okay.
And you have most of your punch is wrapped up in your spells. Disintegrate could annihilate anyone here with one shot. Dominate person would take control of their mind for you. Black tentacles would just grab everyone on the battlefield indiscriminately and bring the whole combat to a grinding halt.
Oh, so it
that.
doesn't matter who. Okay.
It attacks everybody,
Even the bear.
even the bear. Although it'll have a hard
Even
time
the
holding
bear.
on to the bear. And then things like slow everybody down. Haste gives people extra turns of movement. There's fireball and lightning bolt, which are
Okay.
pretty self-explanatory. You have a ton
And
of choices there.
Is there a reason for me to use lower levels ones instead of higher level ones?
Nah, you want to give them the good
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, okay, good.
And you could just cast Charm Person Mass, and they would all become your best friends and stop attacking you.
Really?
Yeah. They get a save. They might resist it.
So, but all they would do is stop attacking me, or would they actually be my friends?
They would, for 1 hour per level, and you're very high level, it would be half a day. They would believe that you are their best friend in their life.
Oh, that's so nice. I mean, it's not real, but what do I care?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be gross. I'm going for Mind Thrust 3.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know what it does. I just know the name.
It is a
Sounds
figurative poke. You just take your figurative psychic finger and jab them in the brain. It hurts. It causes brain
man.
damage directly.
And how far away can it go?
Like 50 feet.
Oh, okay. So, but I pick one person to shoot it at.
It is a single target.
Okay. All right. Then we're going for Talus.
Get her. Talus, your vision goes blurry and your entire body, every muscle flexes. Your bones feel like they're going to break inside you, and you get a splitting headache. But
No.
you do get a will save versus this. If you look at it over in chat, there's will DC 19. You can click that. And if you make a will save, you'll only take half of that damage. You can resist part of it. Nope, you take it all. Suck it. Bam.
I poke
So
your brain.
At the end of a turn, you have the end of the round will click over. Although, just so you guys understand what a big combat is like, here's the cops for this city.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Let's go.
And as you know,
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing,
all
assholes!
cops are
I'm
assholes.
surrounded by
So
assholes.
here's their
Keep
initiatives.
firing, assholes!
Okay, the cops have rolled initiative. They go after Pinckney, and then they're in the normal order. So here goes.
Try me.
The Calops Night Guard attacks Sway with both of his swords. Or Switch, sorry. He hits once. And he misses the other time, and he says, "Stop resisting." And then this constable
Stop resisting.
actually says, "Stop resisting." And he swings his
Flashbacks.
hammer at the bear. He hits the bear on the butt. It does 0 damage. The bear's hide is pretty thick. Just bonk on your butt. The sergeant has had enough of literally everyone,
Deserves got nothing to do with it.
and he swings his hammer at Talus. Natural 1. He drops his hammer. You hear a clang as it hits the ground. And he just kind of shrugs and says, Now the Calops Inspector, he has a much cooler hype track indicating a much more powerful opponent. He then also strikes the bear twice, unable to penetrate its thick hide, and then it is Taylor's
Tend to
turn.
wonder which one will be your last lie.
You guys got the gist of it? Should we start for real? Or do you want another practice turn?
Yeah.
No,
Good.
this seems great.
I'll probably fuck up at least 3 times, but I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Yeah.
It's bad.
All right. And then... Yeah.
Carry on. Retort.
Okay, we shall end the turn there. You're out of combat. The cops are going to leave you alone for now. You, Prime, are going to go back to being a regular person for just a momento.
I understand.
Un momento. And then I will flip your token back to who you're supposed to be. There you go. Pinckney, I will remove your force sphere. And then everybody will rest until healed. All your spell slots are returned, and we're going to start playing for real here. So feel free at any time to say, if you're not sure how something will be taken, to say, oh, this is in character, that's out of character. Otherwise, we'll just assume whatever benefits us the most.
Fair.
Accurate.
Yeah. So this is your city. This is the biggest city in this country. This is a country that used to be ruled by undead and actively hates them. They're illegal. They're the enemy. The entire religion around here worships the goddess of death because she hates undead more than anybody because they've loopholed her system. So this city is full of nobility and peasants and crime and corruption. There is organized crime, and you guys are a small little independent cell of organized crime. In fact, let me bring you to the city map. You guys are right next to a little thing called the Black Hands Operative League, or BHOL, as we like to say. And if you take a look at, this is what the public thinks of you. Low-profile mercenary guild known for its specialized services. Supposedly, you guys provide recovery for stolen goods, you do rescues for kidnapped people, and you track down debtors who've skipped town. Your office is a P.O. box. And nobody in the city can remember you guys doing anything of consequence in recent months or years, which is the way you want it. The most capable operatives are those you never see. You guys have been kidnapping and killing people and stealing things successfully for money together for years. Now, Orlin the Mark is only usually here when the case involves undead. And since I've cleverly hidden your hideout from myself, I'll have to find that. Here we go. This happens. I have so many damn maps in Foundry at this point. It's bananas. Here we go. I'll transport you to the B-hole. This is your home. This is your refuge. You should feel at home. You are asleep.
I am?
No, Prime. You should feel
okay. I was
at
trying to
home.
move.
And Rev, you have called your friend the Mark here, and he's come. And he, as usual, shows up, assuming that you've got a case that you're worried about. You're worried there might be an undead element involved in it. You've called him here, and so he's waiting to get the information from your handler. There's a guy named Moss. And Kelda and Talus, you're in the main room, opening and shutting every door compulsively for funsies.
That wasn't me.
That was me.
I was also doing it, to be fair.
Totally fair.
It's giving
All my players like to play the door game. Now, Sydney, you are coming down into the Bogroot Wine Cellar, which is a rundown winery, and you know there's a secret door right here that will let you into the facility. The hidden.
This?
It keeps saying that my attempts at movement collide with at least one wall.
They probably do.
Oh,
There
I
you go.
moved.
I'll fix you.
Thanks.
Sorry about that.
No,
these. I
I'm
didn't
outta
didn't actually want these walls.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Yeah, we've played some Foundry games of hide and seek and other dumb shit.
That's so funny.
And Switch, Kelda, you're in the main hall when you see a low-ranking city guard with his metal bowl helmet and his worn armor and his tattered brown cloak come walking in out of the rain. And you assume that he's either incredibly lost or he is Switch in disguise. And that is, in fact, the case. She shows up, assumes her normal form, and is carrying a letter.
Huh.
And you know that Rev's office is straight up here. Switch straight up from where you're at.
So I'll follow her.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Switch too.
Because I see she's got a letter.
Talus, they are this way. Through this door and then to the character's right. Where you're up. Okay. Switch comes in and says she has the note from Moss. And she hasn't opened it yet. As far as you're able to tell, she hasn't opened it yet. You never know with her. So, the job, she hands it to Rev. And Rev, would you like to share it with everybody or keep it to yourself?
Let me read it to myself first, if that's possible.
Okay.
Crazy.
Motherfucker.
Have you people met me?
Okay. Did it show up for you, Pinckney?
Where would it be?
On the main screen? It didn't show up?
Not that I am able to see.
Okay. I clicked the wrong box. Here.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Woo. Wow. Okay.
And then over on the left, you have the target sketch, information about the target, a note, and your expected crew.
Okay.
Sounds interesting.
No, not really. Okay. All right. Yeah. There's no reason not to share that with them, I think. Can we just hand it out to everybody?
Done.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said, Prime.
Was that all loud?
Jesus. Keep in mind, this is on recording and it's part of my thesis defense, so it's going in the record.
Oops, I might have said
That was quick.
bad
I
words.
maybe should have said that sooner so you guys could ascend to a different level of slimery.
It could have,
yeah. Bad words is about as far as I'll go.
Yeah,
We definitely don't
there's
want
a
anything.
lot of money. Antoinette Borden. So she's got a name that's full of power.
Big ass titties.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa. What? My team wouldn't talk like that. Yeah, so 110,000.
A bear trap.
And
trying to get me caught up.
Turn into a spider. It doesn't say.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, we're gonna. And do we have to kill her? I'm not sure. Does it say what we have to do?
The assumption is you will have to provide proof of death, and usually that means the body, or sometimes it can mean just the head.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's do that. Let's get the head.
That's always cooler.
The other thing, the consideration, and part of the reason you guys are hired is you know this sort of thing, but there are means for really wealthy people to pay tons of money. It costs about 10,000 gold to get a resurrection. And 110,000 gold is about 20 times more than you guys usually get paid for anything. This is a big, high-paying, like you could retire after this level job. It's about $11 million if you convert for standard of living.
Okay.
And you guys are normally operating in the 500 to 700,000 range for big targets, but she is. You can who has the skilled knowledge local worth of shit? Go look at your skills. I know Switch does. Maybe some of the others do too.
What did you say?
But you go to skills and you go down to the kind of middle section, knowledge skills, and there's one called local. And if you have more than a 2 or 3 of that, For example, Kelda, you've rolled piss, and you have a total
Yep.
of 10. So you're like, I never heard of her.
I have
Switch.
I don't think I have that.
15.
I don't either.
Switch says.
Oh, I do. No, I have 0. 0.
Okay, well, that's.
What is the take 10 and take 20?
If you have enough time, you can take 10 times the normal amount of time for a skill check, and you just
I have
roll a
4.
10. You don't have to roll. This game sort of allows you to circumvent the dice if time allows. Like if you go to the library and you're trying to research something, you take 20, you're like, I spend all day there. I find whatever.
Okay.
So, Switch says she is the wife of a mob accountant. This is probably a mafia-related hit.
Okay.
And her husband is known to handle money and businesses and things like that for a lot of shady people. And there'll probably be a lot of fallout after this, Switch can tell you.
Thank you, Switch.
Yeah, my pleasure, everybody.
Okay. Well, we got 3 days.
That's plenty
We
of time.
do.
Expensive resistance, and we've got a bear. I mean, what
Yeah.
can we lose, right?
You guys want to see some crazy shit?
I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
sneak in anywhere in 3 days.
I'm lying.
Well, let's not wait till the last minute.
Well, of course not.
You're not going to ADHD the massive assassination plot? Just
Of course
5
not.
minutes before, go running
Could
down the
just
street.
wander
Where is she?
around and do fun shit.
I mean, Kelda's player might have ADHD, but Kelda doesn't.
Okay,
So.
that's fair. I too have had to roleplay an attention span many times.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think 11 million. That's worth it.
That's
So
worth
if-
it. I'll kill it.
if
I'll kill it for that
you-
much.
Yeah. I was gonna say, let's just throw the bear in there.
Yeah. Let's get up in
If
there.
you want to peruse the information about her again, the little stream of buttons at the very top right, one of them looks like an open book. It's called Journal. And
Got it. And we
the
right-click it.
the job,
The job.
you just left click it. The job is there, and you should be able to call that up and look at it anytime you like. And in fact, the page
Profile,
entitled
board,
Notes,
family.
you can edit and write whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
The board and family profile, I assume,
What is it?
maybe incorrectly, that you guys will want to gather a ton of information about the target before you go attack.
Yeah, where does she hang out?
Don't know.
Well, that we should.
Let's get the sneaky people. I mean, I will just be a bear and just destroy everything, and if you need me to, but we can take
But-
a more subtle approach.
It's a big city, and it would take you a long time to destroy the entire city.
Exactly.
More than
And
3
if
days?
you knew what block she was on, you could maybe just lay waste to that block and hope you got her.
Okay.
It's a risky game. You'll lose your big spider though if we choose wrong. But
So, in this, we're on the
You'll
city
always
map.
be the big spider of our hearts.
Well, that's lovely. It's actually beautiful. So the city map is up here because I want you guys to be able to explore wherever you need to. And let's see, this B on the map is BHOL headquarters.
Dang, Prime is going crazy up there.
Well, that's
I'm trying to check things out. Yeah.
This map is planning. Your characters are not really going to these places unless you say so. You're welcome to look at anything.
Okay. Cool. Well, who have we got who's good at reconnaissance and that kind of
Me, right?
Who has the brain cell?
I can probably pry people's brains open
I'm-
for information.
I'm great at sneaking in places.
You have this
You know-
team for a reason, and Switch is your social skills person. She
I would say
can,
yes. Which is the
she can
is the,
disguise as people. She's good at impressions, accents, languages, and then Kelda is your safe cracker.
Is
your
that they call social engineering?
exactly. She is a social engineer, and then you usually use Talus and Stray as sort of backup. When Switch and Kelda go sneaking into a place, you put your big bear and your sniper nearby in case there's trouble.
Okay. And what is Mark? That would have been William.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Can I do like recon as the hawk, like
Ooh.
flying around, see what's going on?
One more fun thing, since this is CVEX, you guys, I normally wouldn't push this on new players, but if you go to the chat prompt at the bottom right and click in it, so you see a little blinking cursor, and type /talk, lowercase, space, and say something, and then hit return, 11 Labs will say it.
Where is this?
The chat prompt
Did
in
it
the
work?
bottom
Hello,
right.
this is the mark. Don't fuck it up.
Oh my gosh, it's Kai.
Amanda, you don't have a voice.
Yeah,
yet.
never mind.
Where's my voice? I just texted it.
You do. I'll put it in chat like this. Let's see. Just like that, without the quotes.
I see nothing.
You do have a voice, Graham. I'm not sure why it would say you don't.
It's not playing. Should I hop on like Brave or something else?
No, I don't think that's it. Let's see.
Okay.
It would be just like this thing.
He's saying talk to text.
Let me
I didn't think I heard mine do anything. But it could be.
let me do this.
I love the hawk scream.
I do. It's a little terrifying, but
It's like America.
Oh, cool.
I'm reloading. I'm reloading to see if I can get 11 Labs to work. It worked earlier, but it's a little finicky.
11 Labs has been misbehaving recently.
That is true.
Yeah, it's
That
been
is
messing
quite
up the
true.
last couple days.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah, it's also lately when I have it write something, it says 75% of it and then stops and then says the other 20% randomly. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I know you have voices for me, but I'm not sure if they're behaving.
It's not playing for me. Huh. What the hell?
What was that?
I thought so.
oh, if you can zoom in.
All right. Well, we won't worry about that since it's going to be a pain in the butt to fix.
Yeah, let's just keep playing.
Okay. So, what is our first move? You know this city very well. You know each other's skill sets very well, and you have a target and a ton of money in a few days.
I am not seeing the map.
We should switch to the bars to gather information.
You're not seeing the map, Pingy?
Nope. There it is. Thank you.
Oh, did it just take a while to load? Okay.
Yeah, I guess. And I've got a calendar up.
Oh, you can close that, but you can call it back up if you ever need it. It is noon on the 20th. The deadline, I think, is the 24th.
Yep.
So, how do you wish to begin?
Sorry, there's distracting shit happening.
Out there?
Oh.
Out there?
Yeah.
What is it?
What do you mean?
People just coming in to do something.
Tell them to leave. Are they here?
Do something. Yeah.
I need to ask Mandy what they're doing. Sorry.
Okay.
Huh?
Eh?
Oh, hi. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, kick him out of here. I don't. There's no.
We're
doors
busy.
unlocked. I'm so confused.
We're busy. Yeah, we should have.
The door.
What gave them the impression that this place was open?
Okay, we'll get rid of these
I'll
people.
handle it.
We'll lock the door. We'll shut the lights off.
I don't have shoes on, but I'm still going to approach these people.
I mean,
They had
that's even
questions.
scarier.
I
Just,
never wear shoes.
Direct them anyway.
just a shoeless, belligerent man approached.
What?
Prime is.
You coward. He did
Sorry,
nothing.
I got hardcore.
He
ADHD
cowered away.
there for a second.
What's
yeah, I
out
pushed
there?
out. Some guy.
Could you be more
You
vague?
good?
Well, Mandy, who is it? You're sitting right next to said person.
They've already left. Two people had questions. I took care of it. We'll deal with it later.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you. Yeah, Prime, you can lock the door if you want. It's almost.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Okay. I've shut several doors between me and the inevitable interruptions that hit me 10 times a day here. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to start with recon, I think.
I mean, I think
Yes.
that's smart.
Yes.
Okay, let's have Switch roll a knowledge local check again. She is your expert at this.
Where did all my
Valor Stray is
Under
back.
skills,
would I find that again?
Under the skills button at the top of your screen, kind of a little to the leftish.
Unless I'm too fancy it.
Is your token selected?
Oh, that might be the issue. No? Motherfucker. Of course this would happen.
Where the heck are your buttons? Okay, one moment. Technical difficulties fixing Sydney.
Yay!
Good luck.
And now a word from our sponsors.
The vast machine.
I'm the fast machine.
Anybody want to go conquer an island or something? We have plenty of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean we've
Let's
got
do
3
it.
days. Let's not
I'm saying.
get over focused.
It's a vacation in
I
a way,
mean,
too.
I would like to be a little focused.
You don't want to get too focused.
Yeah, we want to. Right.
Take your time.
Listen, let's kick some ass.
There they are.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Damn.
I would love to peck someone's eyes out as a hawk. That also sounds fun. Yeah.
Knowledge. Knowledge, local.
That makes sense.
Would you like me to roll that?
If you're good at it.
Okay, I am.
If you're bad at it, you'll just make it worse.
I don't know where the
My
thingies
buttons are
are.
also gone.
What?
So
You need
Yeah,
to
my
refresh
buttons
them.
are gone too.
What button?
Refresh.
just refresh.
Very
You have
sorry.
them.
Everyone's buttons.
What button? These
The-
buttons?
Yeah,
I
those.
see buttons if I click on one of you, but that's it.
Okay, refresh
Sure
it.
enough.
Did you click on your tokens just to preface that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Switch when you're ready.
This-
Skills, knowledge, local.
Did you say for me as well?
If you're good at it. I don't remember if you are. I think you are.
I am. I just rolled piss.
Hell yeah. That's a 19 that will help switch. When you and another character both have the same skill, you can work together and you'll give them a bonus to their check. So in this case, Kelda helps switch with the knowledge local check, and that gives switch +2. So you have a total of 30. So switch says normally what you would do, and this is the boring part where all of your eyes normally kind of glaze over and you stop listening to switch. She said the first stop is the city assessor's office to figure out what properties the family owns.
Do we have to like beat it out of them, or is it just
No, you go in and you fill out a form and they give you the information.
Oh.
got you? got you.
I prefer straight theory.
Yeah.
So, switch, please roll a linguistics check. Linguistics is how you deal with paperwork and bureaucracy. I think me and
Is
I
that
rolled
under
about 10.
abilities check
It's a skill
or
check.
Skills. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I like this way better than paper D&D, by the way.
Yeah, this is way better.
It's just already so good.
You have to think about less this way. I think it allows people to focus more on their choices, their character. Okay, switch. You go to, I mean, do you take these yucks with you? They usually hate this part.
You can trust me. Oh, okay.
Nah, okay.
Leave it.
You go and get the property ownership information for the Borden family. I'm going to pop this up for everybody, even though you're quite bored by it, about the Bordens.
Bye.
You find out that Gabriel and Antoinette Borden own a lot of, they're basically slumlords. They have a lot of minor business holdings that they never visit directly. They own a winery called the Bloodkiss Winery east of Caliphus. And you dig pretty hard on this trip. You find that they own a company that owns a company that owns a group of warehouses down on the Dockside District. So you learn about those properties. And then you come back to the group with that information. And that is going to cost you guys 2 hours. It's now 2 p.m. on day 1.
Moving
All
right
right.
along.
Okay, I see the docks. They're not very far away.
She has the address of all these locations. Let's see. I'm going to put markers.
Where shall we go first? Yeah. Maybe we could split up.
This red W is the warehouses.
Okay.
And this red V far to the east outside of town is the winery. Way over there.
Oh, yeah.
Got you.
I see it now. Okay.
Shall we split up?
And their main switch also discovers that their main property, their house, is here, the manor house. Although that is probably the best defended location.
Both go there last, so we get a good idea of everything else, and have our.
Where's the manor house?
Or we can just go
northeast of your location.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
In the rich part of town.
Rich part of town.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming a lot of this will be rich part of town, rich people bullshit.
Oh yeah. It's just a warehouse full of Teslas. It's nothing to sneeze at.
It'll get set on fire either way.
Wow.
Well, it's gonna explode if we do that, which would be pretty nice.
Well, yeah. So I mean, they don't ever visit their slums, so I don't know that there's a reason to go there. Unless we want to try to lure them there.
Oh, the slums, the V. Is it the V?
No,
nope.
the V's the
That's the winery.
I didn't.
That's the
bother.
winery. Okay.
I didn't bother marking the slums.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
They own literally
Doesn't
dozens.
even bother with the slums.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm feeling more strongly that we should go to the slums.
Yeah, I kind of got that same urge.
like-
Let's go to the
I
slums.
feel
It's
like-
decided.
Yeah.
Let me dig up
I
my
feel-
slums maps here. I've got them.
Do we suspect? Wait, do we suspect that they are on to us in any way?
According to, I mean, you have no reason to think that. This job sounds like one mafia family trying to hurt or extort or threaten another one.
Okay.
I'll give you a separate knowledge check just on Antoinette herself, the target.
Okay, what do I roll?
Knowledge local.
Okay.
And you can both team up on this roll as well, if you wish.
It looks like we're gonna need to.
That's a 15. It's not terrible. Anything over anything 15 or higher is good. But yeah, if switch
Yeah.
helps, it'll be higher.
I feel like switch got my
Shapow.
back this time.
Yep, there we go.
The two of you put your heads together and go, wait, did she go to the blah, blah, blah? No, she wasn't at the such and such. Wait, did she bang somebody else's wife at some point? No, that was their cousin. Okay. And then they got embroiled in this other thing, and the newspaper said that they were embezzling off of government funds meant for peasants. Oh, bad, dirty. But there was basically no consequence for that because they're rich. So they just kept going and exploiting. And they discuss back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Eventually they come to the conclusion that Antoinette is occasionally seen at parties, charity events, kind of frivolous stuff. And she seems more like a message target than a VIP.
Okay. All right. So why are we going to the slums again?
I thought they were just kidding about that. But...
Oh.
I was not kidding. I'm desperate to go to the slums. I can be kidding.
You said you were getting maps.
You just want to go visit a slum?
No, I think we should go somewhere where it would be likely that they'd be.
No,
You never know.
No.
I'm at that point. We don't.
You have 4 days.
Yeah.
You never know what will happen in the
We
slums.
have 3
Like,
days.
it could come back later and be a benefit to us. Foreshadowing.
Oh,
Well,
I think it's a bad sign that the slums aren't marked. I think that.
Yeah, that is true. That's
That kind of means that they probably weren't all that important in the planning of this. How seriously do we have to take that?
Pretty seriously.
Let's go where we think they will
Burn
be.
the fucking
Like,
We should go with let's go to the winery. Rich people like to drink.
They do. They love wineries.
let's see if we
Yeah,
can
the
find any
winery,
clues
yeah.
at the
Let's
winery.
just scope out the winery. Can we send the
Yeah.
hawk and the spy?
Please tell me you can send that look.
Yeah. Generally, yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so you guys understand the system that you're dealing with here. Here you are in the slums.
Oh.
Ew, poor people. Let's get out of here.
Now, when you guys threatened to go to the slums the third time, I clicked a button and an app went and searched for city street maps that look downtrodden. It downloaded this in 20 seconds, and I threw you on it. That's how
awesome.
quickly.
That's awesome. I'm
That's
so
how
glad
quickly.
we went to this.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
was thinking
quickly.
it was a waste of time, but
and
now
I have to do this because it's snowing. There you go.
Ooh.
I really do actually think we should look at the winery.
Yeah. Or I could turn into a big spider here.
No. We're in the slums
Okay,
now.
yeah.
And you're fighting Chef Gordon
Well, let's
Ramsay.
see what happens.
Who's that? Oh my god!
Hey, Chef.
And
Hey!
he attacks. He's had enough of your shit.
Oh god.
Okay.
You mean that wasn't really happening?
It did. No, you guys.
Hallucinated Chef
Okay,
Gordon Ramsay?
it really happened. I'm docking you an hour. It's after fighting Gordon Ramsay in the
That was
slums.
totally
It's
So
3
it's so
p.m.
worth an hour.
Like, yeah,
we still have so
it's-
much time. We're
Again,
good.
SEAL Team 2.5 here.
I feel close for you guys.
Ooh, you mean stoop?
No, I really do think we should split up and just why don't we just check them all and then come back?
Okay.
Not a bad goal.
Shaggy, you take Scoob, and
Yeah, send the eagle. And the sparrow.
Yeah.
I'm a hawk.
Well,
Hawk, eagle, whatever. Big fucking difference.
It's birdist.
Yeah, it's
it's a birdist.
wow,
I don't.
racist against
I
birds.
don't see species.
Boom.
Okay.
So I just go over there now?
So you are heading over there. You go bird form and you fly across the bay. Roll me under your skills, Prime, a survival check.
Oh no!
Survival.
Oh.
Just
Survival.
It's 18.
He's not being killed. Survival is the skill we use to survive in the wild, to find food, to track, to navigate north, south, east, west. And he knows the winery is on the east side of town on a hill. And so the survival check is more or less to make sure he goes the right direction and does not get lost.
It says normal, take 10, take 20. Do I
Normal.
do normal? Okay.
If I don't say otherwise, always do a normal skill check.
Okay.
28. You fly straight across the bay. Your hawk vision picks it up right, like, even as you're crossing the water. And you see it. And you see a just massive hill covered in vines. And at the top of the hill, there's sort of a flat spot, like a mesa at the top, and a long, beautiful brick wall, perfect giant rectangle with a number of beautiful buildings, a big townhouse and some outbuildings, obviously like a wine barn where they probably do the bottling and other things. You see a complete winery on a hill with a wall. And there's no gate on the wall. The wall is beautiful and decorative. It's not actually even closable. They're very not worried about things here. And what elevation would you say you're flying over?
What elevation? Like how high am
How
I?
high off the ground?
How high are you?
At least 10,000 feet.
How high are you?
Yeah.
10,000 feet?
10,000 feet.
The bird
Is that too high?
Lack of
Is that too high?
Things that have never been said in D&D. I go 10,000 feet in the air.
That's how I want to be.
Think about the fall damage.
Cases my other characters solved.
Okay, so you guys see Stray falling back to Earth in human form, unconscious, covered in little icicles. He got caught by a big nor'easter and passed out from lack of oxygen.
I tried my best, guys.
He learned
Yeah.
nothing. What would you like to do next? No.
Feels ridiculous.
Let's go over.
Exactly like Ryan.
Let's go over to this map. I have put the rest of you in an invisible box since you're not really here. But Prime, how high off the ground in feet? Probably less than 1,000. Would you like to?
Less than 1,000. Okay, we'll go 550.
You're 550 feet in the air. You can fly over this place. Anything that you can't see into is because there's a roof.
Got you.
Ah.
Oh,
And
it
you
says
can-
it says. Oh, it's because it paused. I see.
Unpausing. You're free to look around. And you can report what you see to the party because you're going to tell them when you get back.
Got you.
Oh.
That's rude.
Now, from 500 feet in the air, you cannot open doors. So don't
Okay,
make me...
fair enough. Fair enough.
Can you see everything okay?
Yeah, except for the things I can't. Yeah.
You have, as you're flying over, you have
wow.
excellent vision. So you're seeing little people in the fields, and they look like little people. They actually look like halflings.
Yeah.
And you're pretty sure they are slaves being led
They're
by
definitely
human
slaves.
farmers.
Yeah. That's exactly what they are.
And yeah.
Probably great wine.
Well, it's got those tender little halfling feet squashing the grapes, so it adds to the flavor.
Oh, what the hell is this thing?
That.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is very, very
What is
threatening.
it?
Oh, he's gone. I'm leaving.
Those-
I don't want to be here anymore.
That's the last thing we hear from Prime.
What's that?
What the hell is
Wonder where
this
the bird went.
Actually, that's just an error on my part. Those are not visible there, and the overall look of this place right now is that there are no guards. Now, when you fly over here, like over the central courtyard, sorry, I dragged you through a building. You do see this guy in heavy black armor.
Yeah,
He does
I
not look
definitely
up
see him.
because you're 500 feet in the air. Walking around, and he looks like he's sort of taking measure of the grounds. He's not walking a patrol route. He's sort of checking buildings, distances. He looks like he's casing the joint, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him kind of walking around.
He's an advanced Aegis guard. He must be advanced.
I'm gonna follow him. There's another.
Yeah, there must be a.
You occasionally see one of them come out of a building and go into another building, and yeah, they are checking the place over. You see a couple of them in your time here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making sure it's safe for the family to come.
There were people in here.
Yeah.
Keep saying.
Now you can't go in the stables. There is a route. There should be.
Am I in? Is this in the stable right now?
Yeah. Hop out.
Oh.
But you can tell it's just horses in there. Do you want to get closer? Or do you want to stay at 500 feet?
You know, let me get a little closer because I'm pretty sure I saw people in this building over here.
Okay. Only when I dragged you through, which I shouldn't have done. But that's my error. So how low would you like to go to get a good look? And then
like 100 feet.
Oh wow. Okay. Roll
I ain't worried about
under
nothing.
your
I'll
skills.
spider up.
Roll me a perception.
Oh shit. Okay.
And a stealth check, please.
Huh? Yes.
Perception. Stealth.
Very perceptive.
That's just an anchor. Is that
huge? Natural 20 stealth check. Very good.
Oh, there's so many of these things. This is gonna be a big problem later.
And they are looking around, and unlike the farmers, they occasionally look up. You nearly get spotted a couple times. They are hyper perceptive. In fact,
get out of here, then.
After a couple minutes of just flying over and these guys sort of looking and scanning around, you're pretty convinced that they're not regular humans.
Mm.
They are enhanced in some way.
Ooh. So I can see the people in this building, right?
No. Well, if you come down to like 10 foot, you could look in the window.
I want to land on a windowsill. Maybe I can hear some stuff. Yeah.
Okay. You land. Let's see. That's going to take away some of your stealth because right now when you're so far in the air, you peek in a window and you see a beautifully appointed meeting room with these wide tables, these very cushy chairs. There's gorgeous art. There's potted plants around the corner, and there's nobody in there at the moment. But you occasionally see the doors open and servants walk past, cleaning and setting things up for what looks like a big banquet.
Okay. So something's happening here tonight. All right. I think I have what I need.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey, Stray.
I'm back. So they're doing slaves over there. Hey, that's not good.
They're
I
doing slaves.
They're doing slaves.
They're
Crazy.
doing
They're
the
doing
phrasing
slaves.
he chose.
Yeah.
Was they're
Such a
doing
good,
slaves.
Such a good episode title.
No.
Not titling the episode "Doing Slaves." YouTube will immediately just nuke it. Now, I'd also simul-upload to Pornhub, so that one can be covered.
Oh,
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh.
Wow, that's crazy. What else happened?
They were setting up for a banquet.
Ooh, do you think we should try to sneak in there?
Ooh, we should definitely try to sneak in there. Switch.
I say yes.
I say,
Okay.
and then I say the rest of us kind of just like stand guard.
I can hide anywhere you need me to.
If you guys want me to turn to a
I
spider,
guess
just say
switch is
spider.
back.
Just throwing that out there. All right, let's go.
I don't think we need you to turn into a spider.
But I'm saying if you do, you never know.
He's been gone. He was gone for a couple hours. It's now 5 p.m. What'd the rest of you do while he was gone?
I was...
Yeah?
I guess...
Is there a bar
I was
near?
cleaning my
Is there a
gun.
bar?
What?
Yes. There's
I
always a
come back,
bar.
Piggy's trashed. Sorry, Rev.
Pinkney, do you want to go to a bar and have a beer?
Yeah, I did.
Can I go with?
Okay.
You're flying. You're a bird. You no.
I mean, I'll turn back to a human or like a lion. I want...
No,
I'll
you're
go.
busy.
Happening while
This
you're
is-
out
I'm busy.
there.
I'll go to the
Listen,
bar.
I'm going to
I'll
put
go with-
Prime
let's go to
over
the bar with you
here.
guys.
Yeah. I
Here's
wanna
what
go
I'm
to-
going to do since he's kind of antsy in his pantsy. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put Prime in an invisible box
Oh, good.
while he is doing the winery mission. And then the rest of you can
That's
go
fair.
visit your favorite bar, the Hound's
Oh,
We have
oh
a favorite
no!
bar?
Yeah. You
I'm
probably
never
have a
gonna help
couple.
again.
All right.
And then let's see.
Get some good intel.
I've got a Prime. You're not there. So I'm going to put
What else you
you
guys?
I'm going to put you in the box cuz I don't think I can trust you to just stay out
You
here on
can't.
this-
You cannot. Yeah, absolutely not.
I'm gonna sit in the bar with you guys and try to listen to any conversations I can pick up.
I'm gonna. Do I have like a psychic ability to
Lots.
do that sort of the same thing, but at a psychic level?
Yeah. You enter the Hound's Tooth, and
I like that.
it's a lovely little spot, really.
Oh, let me see. Here are some people. Barfly, Starfall Butcher. Wow. Oh, that's not his name. Damn. Talus?
It's such a beautiful
me.
location.
Oh, this is very nice.
It really is.
Really good, man.
I'm gonna buy a drink.
Cal Ops Constable. Okay.
That the Cal Ops
So it's
is the
apparently
Califist
it's a-
police. That's the
Yeah,
cops.
no, that's I remember. So
Okay.
this is
I
like
can't
a,
get this where I
is
can
like a
see
cop
it.
bar.
It is a cop bar. And you guys, since your business is technically rescuing and kidnap people and finding deadbeats, the cops think you're Dog the Bounty Hunter. You're actually, SEAL Team 4.5.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But to the cops,
Alan
they're like,
Quartermain
they sort of
and McGinnis.
they sort of humor you. Yeah, there's a couple tough hombres over in the corner. I wouldn't pick a fight with them.
I'm gonna
I'd pick a fight with him.
They're left over from the last time I used this map.
Since they're cops, that might have something interesting for me, so I'm just gonna hang out and listen.
Okay. You can use your social skills. If you're good at diplomacy, you can roll that. All right, Prime, I feel
Isn't
bad
that-
about
the
locking
spy
you
is
in the
good at
box.
that.
I understand.
I've only got
I'm worried about
plus 4
slaves.
to diplomacy.
Let me. I
Switch.
have a.
I'm going to put you in a box in here, Prime. So you
Oh, I have a
can-
-1, so that's a
I have
no.
a plus
So I can hang
11.
out,
Yeah.
I got plus 11.
but I cannot move.
I mean, you can. You probably just can't get out of the box I just put you in.
Gotcha.
Okay, and Mark will come in and have a beer also. So, let's have diplomacy checks if you like, or if you're going to lie your way into a friend group and perpetrate an entire fake personality, you can try bluff. If you want to try spells, several of you have options for that.
Let me see what my spell list
I
looks
am
like.
going to.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I would. What was that? That was a good one.
I don't, in fact, have any spells.
You do not. It's true.
Sad.
Pygmy, I forgot you should also have a spell called Detect Thoughts, which you can use to
It's
read
under
surface
spells?
thoughts. Yeah, it's under first level,
Okay.
where
yeah.
you can use to try and pick up surface thoughts around you.
Charm person. There we go. Detect thoughts.
So you can click that to activate it, and we will see how you do.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna mind my business, hang out with my friends, and still try to listen.
Oh, it made you place a huge template, didn't it? That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you start listening. You come in and have a beer, or are you going to stand awkwardly in the aisle there staring at everyone?
Oh, I'm gonna go right up to the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat these face crepes because I'm hungry.
These people next to you are
Yeah.
an excellent cover. They don't know you, and they look at you kind of strange as you walk up, but this would be a great chance to use Charm
Yeah.
multiple.
Ugh.
Okay.
Charm person mass. Kelda enjoying some crepes.
Delicious.
Charm person mass is different from charm person.
Yeah, you want the mass one. You're going to get the whole table at once.
Okay. Lightning bolt, fireball.
You could lightning bolt the table also. That would also have an effect. I think
still
you'd
like
enjoy
mine
it.
to roast.
It would not be a step towards $11 million.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that. Hideous laughter.
That one is an attack spell. It's debilitating. It's like
I like all
until
of
your
these.
sides hurt and you can't breathe.
Oh,
It's
here
that
we go.
bad.
Here we go.
Okay. These folks attempt to resist your charm person spell. Nope. One of them does. The butcher looks at you skeptically. The other three go, "Oh, what is your name again? You're, You introduce yourself as Rev?
Sure.
They start chatting you up, and the one that it didn't work on looks at you kind of skeptically, like, who's this asshole?
Okay.
And
Can I how long do I have to wait to try to charm one person on him?
go ahead and try it.
Oh, okay.
Turn in this game is only 6 seconds, so while he's a little confused as to what just happened, because he felt some magical effect hit him and not work, but the other three instantly just go, "Hey, buddy," and so that sort of calms him. Okay, charm. He attempts to resist your charm. He fails. He also goes, "Oh yeah, Rev, I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came in and
Ow.
bought 3 side of beef from me. I love him. I don't know why a man needs so much beef, but I sell you beef. You want some goat? You like goat.
Always.
Just watch out for the bone." You start chatting up these local blue-collar folks, and they are having cheap beers, and they are continuously... They look like they might be having a
Do I
dinner.
have money at all?
You are very wealthy. In fact, when I say
Nice.
when I say that the job will allow you to retire, it will allow you to retire at a level where you live in the penthouse of the nicest hotel in town and never lift a finger for the rest of your life.
Okay, but I mean, right
Your
now,
normal
I'm
life
also
is
wealthy, or-
your normal life is really good. You have plenty of money.
Oh, okay. Can I buy?
We can buy shots for everyone?
Are these
Yes.
Same one for me.
Blood Kiss wines the same one that our Target's family owns?
They are Blood Kiss, and you did just send Prime. Prime currently is at Blood Kiss Winery.
Mm-hmm.
So if
So
you'd
these
like
are
to
those
try,
same wines.
yeah, if you'd like to try out the wines.
I'll buy blood-kissed wines for the whole bar.
Oh shit!
Wow. Big
Wow,
spender.
dude.
Well,
I see where
that-
this is going.
You're going
that's going
in.
to allow you do that. and this is probably something you've done before, because Rev is not new to this job. So you buy a round of drinks, and you have your people try to worm their way into conversation. So everybody that's...
Hey, people, worm your way into these conversations with these drunks.
Yeah, I'll get them drunk, you knock them down. So
I'm gonna chat him up.
since
I
there
love
is
that.
free
Then
booze
I'm gonna-
flying around the room,
I can't even.
Let's go.
We'll get
You
them
can-
drunk, and then I'll cast one of that monster with the tentacles.
hell yeah. You can roll your diplomacy checks again at +5 from booze.
Okay, so let me do
That is our mathematical estimation of the effect of booze. And you guys have decided to just roll lower to compensate for the bonuses that I
I'm
gave you.
so fucking Rizless, dude.
Yep. Well, it's okay. Switch.
Do we have to roll?
No, you don't have to. You've got a bar full of drunks that are getting drunker. They're very happy to have some Blood Kiss number 13, which the label reads, "Every time a friend succeeds, I die a little." Nestled in the mist-laden hills outside Caliphus, Bloodkiss Vineyards produces Ustalov's most renowned and subtly unsettling wines. It's said this is, I forget what the quote we came up with was. I think this is a good wine to drink after your spouse has mysteriously died.
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone should get some information.
That's the other one. Widow and this one. So, Switch, what do you want to inquire about with folks? What do you want to chat them up about?
Well, okay.
Actually, they're getting hammered on Blood Kiss, and one of them says they know someone who's a employee there.
Could
Really?
Can I use my bluff to lie and join the conversation?
Hell yes. Absolutely you can.
Okay. Where is this conversation happening?
All over. All over the bar.
Okay. Who knows someone that works there?
You guys talk
One of
to
these
several
people?
local people, and the rumor is that Blood Kiss is having this... They have a week. Once every 3 months or so, they have a week where they send away all the staff that don't live there, meaning the slaves. And everybody gets like a paid vacation for a week, and that's happening this week.
Oh.
Wow.
And supposedly it's not like the winery closes to the public, but a whole bunch of extra security personnel shows up when this happens. Deliveries still happen to and from the winery. And I'm putting this info for you guys in your profile of the Bordens, in case you need it.
Week off. The slaves don't.
What would you like to inquire about next?
So, are we at the bar while Prime is at the winery?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This is going
Finding
to
out all
be
kinds of information.
at 4
So-
p.m. Prime is still flying around as a bird, getting looked at, trying to avoid hyper dangerous, competent bodyguards while you guys are drinking for free.
I mean, so
Things I do for the gang.
at this moment, we don't know anything that Prime told us.
Not yet. I feel
Okay.
I feel like I'm hanging out with the wildlife department again. They do this.
Do what?
Drink at 4
Go-
p.m.
They would
Oh.
Yeah.
at 3 or 4 p.m. on a given day when they're not out in the field doing research. They go to the bar.
That
Well,
is
someone has to know
hilarious.
what happens during like these closures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think, this is clearly something's going on. I think we, let's stake the place out.
Rev, you can roll knowledge nobility.
I can do what?
Roll a skill called knowledge nobility.
Knowledge nobility.
You're pretty good at it.
Oh, here we go. Plus 15.
I've got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Rev, with a 32, you think whatever they're doing it under the guise of a quarterly inspection. Like every quarter, we go and inspect the grounds and check our, when we report our profits, we verify that everything, whatever.
It's devil worship.
Yes, every quarter they report their profits to Satan.
Well, let's put a fucking stop to that.
Hell yeah.
All right.
There are. You guys can inquire about some other stuff if you wish. You can inquire more about the family while you have a bar full of drunk cops.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm gonna go over.
I was going to say, who would you like to appoint to do that?
If I charm a table, are they just charmed or people? Are they just charmed for me, or are they
Just for
charmed
you. They view you as best friend. And cops, especially sergeants and higher ranking cops, are more resistant to it. There's a chance they would resist it and then know that you did something or tried to do something to them and be mad.
Okay.
It is an arrestable offense to mind control people.
Mind control them. If it doesn't work, then just fireball them.
Sure. Well, you probably don't want to fireball your favorite bar, but
Oh. Is there another bar?
there are others.
We'll just think a new favorite one.
It's sort of like if once you get paid for this job and you have that kind of money, you could fireball all the bars and not care. You'll just go live somewhere else.
But then there's no bars.
That's true.
Yeah, as long as there's another bar that like exists, we're okay.
Well, okay. So I think Switch needs to step up and charm people and question people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Switch, do you want to dig in on any of the other things they own, such as a warehouse, or do you want to ask about the family in particular?
I think we need to go more towards the family.
Okay. Roll me a diplomacy check, please. A skill diploma. 3. You do get the +5 from the booze. And you hear them. You notice that they all kind of clam up when you mention that family. All the cops, there is a hush that falls over them, and they change the subject forcibly back to, it's good wine, though, and they have another drink.
If I charm, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
If I charm a person,
yeah,
will the other people notice that I'm charming that person?
Most spellcasters, yes, because you would be uttering words and waving your arms and going Illuminato or whatever the words are for charm. But you're a psychic. You can actually cast spells just by sitting there intently staring at people. So you look a little like a creep, but nobody knows that you're casting spells unless they resist. If they resist, then they have a clue that you've attacked them.
Then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So you need them to fail that save, and if they don't, you may be in a fight.
Okay. All right, because I'm thinking about charming one of these handsome young men.
Okay.
On spells.
Sounds nefarious already.
Are you guys ready if this turns into a fight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I am gonna charm that guy there.
Okay. Let's see. Which one did you want to go for? Any of the younger ones, right?
The guy on
on
the
the
far
end.
left end of the table. Yeah.
On the end. Okay, this guy here.
Yeah.
He attempts to resist your charm. He fails. He believes you're his old friend Rev.
Yeah.
And he comes over and has a drink with you.
Oh, good. Okay.
And he asks this
I'm
other
gonna
lady, who's
ask
also your
him-
friend, to move.
Oh, good. Can people overhear us if I talk to him?
You could lean in close and talk to him.
Okay. All right. Then I want to lean in and go, why is everybody clamming up about this, the Borden family?
You can now roll Ref's diplomacy at +10 because, +15 because of booze and charm.
So I roll diplomacy?
Yeah, even though you suck at it, it doesn't matter because you're using your spells and beer or wine.
Yeah.
Actually, you're not bad at it. You have a base 10.
Diplomacy's +10.
Under skill, so yeah, this is going to be a huge check. Oh my god.
Damn, yes.
43 diplomacy.
43.
You and a young, impressionable Constable Andrew says,
Yeah, he's yummy.
What's going on?
Yeah, I agree.
What would you like to ask him?
I want to ask him. Why is everybody so cagey about the Borden family? Like, what do the cops know that makes them seem intimidated?
He says, well, I wasn't here for it, but they're all terrified of the Bordens.
Weren't here for what?
I hadn't joined, but there's something happened last year, and they're all scared now.
You are charming. What's your name?
Andrew Primus.
I had a feeling the
I'm
first name, but
just
the
a
last name.
strapping young lad. I don't know a goddamn thing. I'm a bit drunk and I feel funny.
All right. Well,
You slip me
listen.
something?
I think that you should go hit on the Starfall Baker because she told me she was interested.
The Starfall Baker goes, "Oh, Rev, you knave, you stop that. He's half my age. My grandkids are older than him, you fiend. Goodness."
She looks great for her age.
Yeah, she really does.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
She says, "I'm 79 years old."
All right. At least I didn't make him hit on the barfly.
Well, that can happen. It's a thing. Barfly's been through it. She looks 70 and is
she
actually
looks like
29.
She's more my speed.
She's 29 and she's lived half her life at PK's.
All right. Well, does anybody want to do anything with this kid? Because I've got him super charmed. But he doesn't seem to know anything. So do we want to set him to a task or?
He turns and sees Kelda behind him and Talus behind him. He says, "Well, that's a lovely beard. Oh, this pretty one's got creepy eyes. Look at her. It's like staring into hot coals."
Charming, isn't she?
Yeah.
"My name's Andrew Primus."
Does he not know anything, or he doesn't want to talk?
Oh, what did you want to ask him?
At this bar.
I mean, if he knows something about the
That
family,
happens,
can I like
Pinky.
give him
As
coins?
GM, yeah.
Can I bribe him?
You want to bribe? Well, he is.
I don't know
best
if I
friend-
want to. I'm
he's-
asking if that's an option.
You totally could try to bribe him, but you don't think you have to. He
I'm
is.
just telling him how awesome you are, Talus. I'm
He is a
"You know,
20-year-old.
creepy eyes, like she, like how I told you with the baker lady. Forget that. The assassin is. You should definitely talk to her.
Imagine a drunk 20-year-old person's ability to resist a 29-year-old attractive person's ability.
It's tough.
Like friendship.
Okay.
It has
There's no
never
way.
been in my skill
It's
set.
never happened.
Yeah.
So what do you want to
Ask him. Is he a cop?
Yep. Very
Okay,
low-ranking cop.
Okay. So he probably doesn't have dirt on anyone.
Oh, he might.
No, he didn't seem to know much. When I've been very disappointed. I mean, he's.
I
Charming,
want to
right?
ask him who's like the person to talk to get information.
About
Just the family. Like who's gonna know something about the family? Like which like cop?
He says, "Well, none of these grumpy fuckers will talk to you about it at all. But I heard that at the incident, there was somebody on observation, which is what you got to do when you're not a real cop. I've already done observation. I made it, and I'm a real cop now. But
Woohoo!
yes, I'm quite proud.
Sorry.
The first of my family. Most of my family are shit shovelers, but I'm a cop." He says, "It was maybe a year ago," he says. "Some kind of thing happened, and then everybody said, 'Don't mess with the Bordens.' And there was supposedly everybody that was involved in it is gone. I mean, all the cops that were involved in it are now gone. They're not cops anymore, and nobody knows where they're at."
I wonder if they're guards. Like it's like family like took them. Oh wait, we don't know about the guards. That
You will know, but
We
yeah.
will.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says that all he's ever been able to get out of people was that there was a very ambitious CalOps captain who attempted to interfere with something the Bordens were up to that he thought was illegal. And he stopped one of their wagons one night. There was an incident, and every officer in that raid was then transferred, fired, reassigned, and now no one has seen any of them for near on a year.
Well, that doesn't sound
not
good for
completely
them.
useless.
So the cops are not friends of the Bordens, it sounds like.
Well, you could say they're neighbors that ignore whatever you happen to see looking out your window.
Good. That's a very Roddy McDowell sounding guy.
Why, thank you. Mine's Andrew Primus. I'm quite cute, but don't know anything. I get by on my charm mostly.
All right. Yeah, I'm done with him.
Okay. You pour him a drink and send him on his way.
Absolutely. I mean, he's charming. He's a
Thanks.
He's a
very
nice
handsome
lad.
boy.
He's a nice lad.
Yeah.
Slap him on the ass on his way out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Thank you.
All right.
Welcome.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh.
Well, the ass slapping has begun. Just a few bottles in. So what do we do next? Where do we inquire next? Switch, would you roll me a linguistics check?
Yes. I always lose where they are. I think I know where they are, and then I lose it.
Skills.
Yeah, it's under skills.
There it is, found under skills. Because it's like, I know
There's
where
so
it
many
is.
buttons. The only, I mean, that's kind of the downside of this
Oh my
interface.
God.
Is oh,
God
Yikes.
damn it.
Can I
well,
help?
it looks as though Switch has been partaking of the wine also, and she's like, you know that the cops would have had paperwork on an incident like this somewhere, but you can't think of where right now. And Kelda, you're like, yeah, there's records of that.
Ah.
Probably. Okay.
Would like a sarge? Would we like for that? Would we be able to like talk to like a sergeant or something? Because obviously we know.
If you can get them to talk, is the trick.
I can try charming him.
I can try bribing.
They're cops, so they probably are open to bribing.
Mm.
Am I supposed to be able to move around, by the way?
You should be able to.
Oh,
Are you stuck?
I have to
There you go.
select myself. Okay.
That'll do it. And Prime, they have been drinking for 2 hours. When you
Jealous.
return to base and discover they're not there, and you immediately deduce and assume that they've gone drinking. And you show
That
up
line
here.
over.
You can revert to person form if you'd like to come in and have libations.
I want to drink.
Yeah.
Please do.
Good times just walked in.
Are they?
We all go.
So what should we try? You also dropped a detect thoughts, didn't you, Pinkney? You did.
Me?
Who did? Yes.
Yeah, Reb dropped the detect thoughts. When you mentioned the family earlier and everybody clammed up and acted weird for a second, you got a couple of the sergeants, you got a vague thought of sort of cover up or avoid that in a very, very sort of disciplined cop kind of way. Like, whoop, didn't see that, didn't hear that. You picked up that kind of vibe from them.
All right.
So they do
Well,
seem to
so-
know.
Yeah. So should we try to, if there are records, do we know, like, is there a police
Yes,
precinct or something around
absolutely, many of them.
here? Okay. Oh, many of them.
You'd want to know which precinct it happened near or which captain
Oh.
it was
Well,
that
let's-
this happened to.
Let me go over and talk to Andrew Primus again.
Okay.
Can I come?
He's still charmed by me.
Oh, Rev.
Apparently so. That's the way people talk to me when they're charmed
He
with
goes,
me.
hey, Rev.
It's like a cool guy.
I'm gonna ask him if he I'm gonna ask him if he knows, what precinct that this might have. What precinct was the captain from? The guy who.
Oh,
who
it was southeast. He turns to the other constable next to him. He goes, which precinct is southeast by the docks? And the other guy goes, Precinct 8, dumbass. And
precinct
Andrew
8,
goes,
dumbass.
Precinct 8, dumbass. And he falls off his chair.
Okay. Well, I
He's
think
lit.
we can go, but we should at least send the spy to precinct 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right,
And we should
spy.
probably go just
that's
in case the spy gets caught and we have to cut her out of there.
But you just got to the bar.
I know, right?
If you're
Haven't we been there for a couple
no,
hours?
Stray
gonna
just got
sober
to the
up a little.
bar, and they're like, "Well, time to go."
That's
Yeah.
pretty selfish, guys.
Wow.
I gotta say.
It's like $11 million, dude.
So at 6 p.m., Switch approaches the local garrison at Castle Streath, and you know that this is where the records will be. Not actually too far from your home.
Which is fantastic, actually.
And if we switch, do you want to run your normal bullshit here? This is probably the 20th time he has sent you into a police department to steal records illegally. You've done this before. And you have many disguises you could use.
An Amish guy. Yeah,
That's
definitely
good.
be Amish. Yeah.
They'll probably arrest you on sight with this bandit outfit. But if you disguise as a honorable paladin of Iomadai, they'll let you right in.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay, roll me a skill disguise, and then roll me also the skill bluff.
There it is.
With your spell disguise self on, you see that you have a 28 disguise check. And with your ridiculous history of pathological lying, you have a 36 bluff check. And let me grab a Calops. Where are you, bro? My city NPCs. There they are. There is a desk sergeant. And as you approach, you say, I'm a paladin of Iomadai, and I need to see your record, sergeant. And he goes, yeah, whatever. Right through there. Fucking paladins ain't shit. Oh, yes, sir. He gives you the lamest salute you've ever seen. And as you walk by, he says something under his breath. Let's see. There we go.
Fucking Ponce.
So you enter the records room rather easily, and you can roll me a linguistics check. It's a skill check of linguistics. Then I will get this ready for you. You dig straight in, and you find the Calops, the incident in question. I'll pull this up for you guys again. And you find that there was indeed a person that went missing. Almost all the officers are listed in this situation as transferred, retired, terminated, and there's no further information about them. But there was an observer on the raid, and the observer left the force before the others, quit the next day, never finished his observation certification. And you managed to find, let's see, take this out. You find the missing officer observer's name was Harlan Jorick.
Ha. Well, we need to find him and mind fuck him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you wish to try to find him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You get a last known for a family member, a cousin. And it's only 4 blocks from here. You want to go there yourself or go get the team?
Team.
Okay.
Good
It
call.
is 6:30 p.m. and Switch returns with a name and an address.
Thanks, Switch.
Wow.
No
well
problem.
done.
Well done. indeed.
Handsome.
Just another
Handsome
day.
paladin.
Not
I mean, and does
I mean, I can do this shit in my
does
sleep,
she
like,
look
whatever.
like a paladin to us too?
yes, unless she drops the
Okay.
disguise.
Yeah. No, don't. And
'Cause
can
I
you
think
look
I look
like
pretty charming
anyone?
right now anyway, so.
Indeed, you do.
Could you look like that young policeman?
Whoa. Hashtag not that kind of GM.
Rev is going for it. And you
thinking
thought
out
it was
loud.
Yeah, that costs a lot of extra.
yeah.
That sort of shit. Not the first time I've been asked, though. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so should we go find this individual?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said we had an address, Toby?
You do. You.
Take us there.
The
Do
address.
we all want to go?
I think we should all go.
Sneak in.
There we go.
All right.
That's what I'm good at.
We all went.
Okay.
What are you good at?
Sneaking.
Thinking?
Sneaking.
Oh, sneak then.
Yep.
Let's
sneaking.
I mean, we can position ourselves around the house, and then let's
Right.
sneak in.
I could get inside.
Okay.
Get in there.
I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a great idea.
Roll me a survival check. Somebody who's good at it. This is a navigation check, basically. I think that's going to be Stray. What's your best
Yeah,
navigator?
it's 18.
Yeah, not
Click
me.
that. Click a normal on that.
Yeah, I've only got +1.
Stray knows exactly what block and where it is. You find the house
Hell yeah.
immediately. You are across the street in a dark alley looking at it from afar. You're about 100 feet away. What do you do?
Big spider.
Is that your answer to everything?
It is. It is his answer to everything.
I have this power. Like, you understand? Just waiting to let that rip.
Okay. Well, he turns into a big spider, and then the sound you guys hear from the citizens.
Maybe we'll go more subtle. Maybe a lion.
I mean, that should, yeah, seeing a female lion should actually put the fear of death in you. They're terrifying. They're awesome. Okay, so what do we do with the house?
I'm gonna try to get in.
Well, I'd say but let's station somebody, around back just in case the person tries to get out the back. Let's
Right.
Yeah, let's get our
let's-
sniper for that.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
go
I
back
good.
there.
Yeah.
But he can't walk.
Okay. So the sniper is positioned around the back of the house. I don't think we'll need a small map for this. We're just going to do it here.
Okay.
She's positioned in the back alley, and you guys are around the front. So, who goes up to the door?
I will.
Okay.
I'd like to quietly get in.
Oh, okay. Roll me disable
well, like,
device.
Are we just like rolling up and knocking, or can someone?
No, you're gonna sneak in. What the
Okay.
hell?
Gonna knock on the door and be like, hello, do you care to talk to me?
Well, then let me roll this.
Disable device. Kelda walks up to the door and has something hidden in her hand. You can't tell what it is. And she just sort of puts her hand over the lock, turns to the right, to the left, and you hear a very quiet click. And she silently opens the door at such a speed that it doesn't even creak.
And then I'll sneak on in.
Roll me stealth.
Okay. This makes me really happy.
You are in a rundown apartment clearly populated by bachelors. There is nothing on the walls and everything on the floor. There are
Oh
a
my goodness.
dozen cups of booze that have fermented even further, or water half full. There are tools and clothes laying all over the place. It is just a teenage boy's apartment. And there
Disgusting.
is this man sleeping face down with his neck arched up. It looks like his back is broken, but he's actually just sleeping like a 19-year-old. And another one snoozing on the floor. And then you hear someone whistling in the kitchen, and you hear what sounds like bacon frying.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna try to look around for anything, any clues that I can find, but I don't want to get caught by the person in the kitchen.
It looks, you see actually a couple Cal Ops uniforms that have just been thrown haphazard on the
God.
floor. You think some of them or all of them are cops, but they're all clearly
Jesus.
very much off duty right now.
Is there any way as I can see or suspect that they'll have like any
Yeah,
like
they would be
just
armed. Your typical Cal Ops
Okay.
constable has a hammer, like a war hammer is
Okay.
the signature weapon of Caliphus. So they all get
Okay.
this sort of basic war hammer.
I'm gonna get in there and try to look for clues, look for anything that could help us.
Okay. It's a mess, and it would take a long time to search. But you don't see anything amazing other than you're confident there are at least 3 people here.
Okay.
And you've sat here for a minute in silence. None of them have the first clue that you're there, or that their front door is now partially open.
Okay.
And after sitting here for a minute, you're pretty convinced that there's no upstairs to this house. There's no basement to speak of, and it is just the 3 of them and you in here.
Okay.
And you can see, you look out the window across the alley at the roof of another house, and you see a lump on the roof, and the lump waves back at you. It is Talus.
Yeah, thank
And
God.
you are just looking in the reflection of her scope, and
Okay.
from where she's perched, she could put a bullet in 2 of the 3 of them. The one that's fallen asleep on the
Okay.
floor is well protected from her.
I'm gonna try to look around in here, and just like if I suspect that there's anything from their work that they have, but probably not, because it's a
Roll me a
pit in
perception
here.
check. We'll see what you can find quickly. I'm going
Okay, I
to
will
charge you guys 10 minutes for this op so far, and you can see it's starting to get dark. 28. You look around and you're like, there are 2 complete constable uniforms here, and there's another person's worth of clothes laying around here, and they look like they are serving or washing dishes at a restaurant by the outfit. They've got sort of a dishwasher's apron slung over the side of one of the couches.
I'm gonna check in the pockets of the constable's uniform.
Okay. You find the identification of Constable William Thomas.
Okay.
And then you find the identification of Constable Toby Merriman. Two nobodies. And then the dishwasher does not carry ID.
No kidding.
No badge to be a dishwasher. He does not have a warhammer.
So no like cop keys or anything else, just their identification.
Oh no, they're constables. They are trusted with the hammer. That seems like a lot of responsibility.
Okay. So, so I don't suspect they'd also take anything home from work at all, because they're just constables.
Yeah, not if they could help it.
Okay. Well, I don't know if this is a bust or not, but I'll just
Do they
check
have
around in
anything
there.
worth stealing?
Anything illegal? I mean, they're not taking proper care of their uniforms. One of their uniforms clearly has vomit on the pants. No, they're just being kind of low-grade degenerates.
Feel those vomit-stained pants.
I mean, if you were a Cal Ops sergeant, you would find about 10 different faults with them right now.
Oh, sorry, I was stepped aside for a second.
If
What's
the
happening?
sergeant were here, he would say,
Fucking Dagans.
"Oops, got to spell it differently. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking 11
Degens.
Fucking
letters.
degens.
That's right.
So
Put some
I
spice
just,
on
I,
that.
I think this might just be a bust, but I found their identification.
Well, your assessment is that the target lives here, but is no
Okay.
longer a cop. And so
Okay, is the
probably these are
dishwasher?
cousins. Yeah, it's most likely the dishwasher, because the other two are
Okay.
definitely still cops.
Okay.
All right. So do we want to try to spirit the dishwasher out of there? They're all unconscious, right?
If we could
One
do
of
that,
them's
we
awake in
should.
the kitchen.
I think that's the dishwasher because the 2 cops are asleep, right?
Don't know.
Okay.
All these white dudes look the same to you.
They do.
Fucking homogenous.
They do.
Well, yeah. Let's sort out which one is the dishwasher and take him back to our headquarters for.
Okay.
Yeah.
interrogation.
Also, Pinky, I want to make you aware of another spell you have called Modify Memory.
Oh.
It allows you to basically get in the hard drive of somebody's brain and delete what you want.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
I just had an idea. So I have the ID of the cops, of the 2 cops. I can identify which one is who.
They are not photo IDs. They just
Oh.
are a badge with a number on the back of it.
They should have drawings on them.
Could we take them
Scribbles.
and use them later if we need them?
Sure. You want to take
That's a
the
good idea.
badges?
Maybe the
Yep.
Yeah,
the
let me grab the
hammers and
badges.
the uniforms too.
Okay.
So I'll grab all of that shit.
But what they're gonna wake up and report that these things are missing. Do we want to?
Will they? Because that will get them in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones who lost it.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
Not our fault. They're just.
All right, Graham, you have 2 CalOps badges on Kelda.
Okay.
And
Who do I give them to?
you probably, unfortunately, their uniform is a suit of plate that weighs 50 pounds. I'm not sure you want to carry that. You could take one of their hammers. You can see that leaning on against the couch.
I don't know if we necessarily need the hammers.
I mean, sometimes you just like to hammer things, but that's fine.
I got something a little bit more dangerous than that.
That's true.
Well, I was
Wow.
just thinking to imitate them. Right?
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
was
true,
thinking
true.
too.
I'll take a hammer. Why not?
Okay.
Hammer time?
Well,
Hammer
yeah.
time.
It's hammer
Can
time.
we? Yeah. Let's just. I mean, they're asleep, right?
Hammer time.
Can we sneak in and take the stuff? And we gotta
Oh.
grab that one.
I can
Kelda
grab
is
because
robbing
I
them
don't
blind
think-
currently.
I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
y'all are as sneaky as I am.
Okay.
That's true.
I think I could turn their brains into jelly.
You could.
Yeah, maybe not
Do
yet.
it. Or
Maybe
yeah,
not
not
yet.
yet.
Rev, the disintegrate spell leaves really almost no evidence, a little pile of dust. So if you figure out which one's which, you could disintegrate the other 2, and then that's a really tough lead for a detective to follow.
Where's disintegrate?
It's
Do
the
I have
highest
that?
level spell you have. It's huge.
Dominate person. Oh, there! I had to roll down to see that. Oh, what is Cloak of Dreams?
Cloak of
Ooh.
Dreams emits a field around you that everyone who gets within 5 feet of you has to roll a will save or fall asleep. It's a defensive measure.
Okay. All right. Disintegrate.
But you'd want to know which one was which, obviously, before you disintegrate the witness.
You think I would?
I mean, I just assume you want $11 million.
Seriously, I don't give a shit.
Oh, fair enough. Fair
I'm
enough.
just disintegrating some asshole. I
Just Wednesday for me.
mean, yeah, right. Exactly. I don't think you understand my character.
I'm beginning to see. Beginning to get the.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would disintegrate Switch if it weren't such an attractive
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry.
paladin. What? What? What'd you say?
Am I that disposable to you?
You
I literally, the whole reason we're here is because of the information I got us. Just saying.
It's true. It's true.
Just
that would.
saying.
and
I
that would
witnessed
matter-
slavery
that
earlier.
would
No one's
matter
even
to a
asked me about
sane
it.
person.
No one's even asked me.
Don't worry.
I mean, this is
We'll
Caliphast. I
disintegrate
feel like
them
this
too.
does happen here.
Okay.
So I heard you done a slavery.
Just one slavery.
Just the one slavery.
Yeah, just the one.
So what do we do with these 3 chuckleheads?
You told me about this disintegrate thing. Now I can't get it out of my head.
I mean, it comes out
Dude,
of your
trust me.
head. It's your brain.
That's
that
how I
does
feel
it,
about the spider
so
thing.
you'll feel-
Dominate person?
Dominate person is total control. Total control.
Let's go back to the bar. This is so much better than like trying to just be a fucking detective. Like, oh God.
Well, yeah, like if you have the guy here, it fully enters your mind that you could just have your team go in there and subdue everybody, figure out which one of them is the guy, dominate him, read his mind, and then memory wipe the entire incident from all 3 of them and walk away.
And then disintegrate them.
And disintegrate 2 of them, memory wipe the remaining guy. He'll be confused as fuck.
A thought has just occurred to me, team. I think you all should go in there and commit violence. And,
Say less.
Yes.
And no killing at the moment, but subdue all 3 of them, and we're gonna find out which one of them is the dishwasher. And I don't remember why that's important.
It's super
but
important.
We're going what?
It's yeah.
Now that's leadership.
And I'm gonna come in and disintegrate some ass.
Okay.
I see no problems with that plan. Let's do it.
Okay. What happens? What happens first? Oh, but one more thing. I'm just sort of slowly adding these things to you, Pinkney, because your character is extremely complicated. But you have the ability to mentally communicate with your team within about 100 feet.
I think I came out of the. I'm sorry.
What?
I think I fell out of the game.
Oh, you might have to refresh, or if you.
What's the game session called?
You probably hit the back button on your mouse. See if you can click forward on your browser.
Okay, forward. Okay, crown 1 shots.
Yep, and then click Pinkney, and there's no password. The first field should be a login button.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So while that's loading, your character has the ability to mentally send little messages, like text back and forth, to the brains of people you know well within 100 feet.
Oh.
So you can you can talk to
Do I just
Kelda right
tell you
now
that, or
while
do-
she's in there.
I can do what now?
You can talk to
Okay.
Kelda. Your rogue is in there investigating, and you can say, "Hey,
Okay,
what's
Rogue. We're coming in.
Okay.
So
That's
get
all
off
orders
the
you
floor
get.
because shit's gonna fly.
Talus,
I
you
do
are around the back watching through the windows. You see Kelda get a signature look on her face and turn and look towards the front door, and you see the rest of the team. You're looking through the back window, through the living room, through the open front door, and you see them coming.
Let's do this.
I'll be ready to
Shit,
go.
Fuck.
Okay, on the count of 3. 3.
Subtle as ever.
You guys charge
Ow.
in the front door. Oh
do
my
this.
God. A lion
Spear
comes
factor.
bounding into the apartment, which once again I'm so thankful that I have these buttons, because the sleeping men wake up.
This is going so well.
I'm taking ankles.
All right, pin these fuckers down. Hold them down.
Okay.
I'm biting one of their ankles, right? Can I bite an
Oh.
ankle?
Call me when.
Give
when
me-
there's food.
Stray, give me a bite attack. Kelda, how do you want to try to subdue the other one who's now getting up off the floor?
I am going to tackle them to the ground.
Okay. Roll me
Um,
under combat a CMB. Combat
That was me.
maneuver.
That
Oh
is not
my
something-
God. This guy wakes up on the couch as a lioness comes running across the room and chomps on his ankle and drags him. It is literally the ghost in the darkness as he screams like a small child, flailing, and he has a couch cushion in each hand, slamming them into the lion over and over again, screaming. And the dwarf, Kelda, the other one, stands up in a stupor and goes, "Holy fuck, it's a lion!" And the dwarf tackles him straight into the hips, pushes his legs out from under him, and he tumbles face first into the floor. She rolls over the top of him and literally sits on the back of his shoulders and presses his face into the floor. And Kayla,
I want to run in.
Kayla, Taylor sees, she predicts this. She hears the screaming. She hears the roaring and the crashing and destroying of furniture. And she just moves the barrel of her gun over towards the back door. And a split second later, the back door is kicked open by a man wearing nothing but a bacon apron.
Oh.
Literally no pants, no underoos. And he still has in his hand, because he just saw a lion drag his friend across the hallway. So he sprints out the back door. Bacon is flying. He's still holding the pan and the apron. What do you do?
I hold a gun to him and tell him to stop. I'm not going to
him
shoot
in the
him yet.
face.
Well, you don't know who it is.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Listen to how smart Taylus is. Thank God she's the one watching the back door.
Yeah, I love
Jesus
Taylus.
crap. You, Prime would have just,
I put 3 into it by now.
Rip
I
his
hold
head
my
off.
gun to his head and I'm telling him to be quiet.
Rip his head
Move
off. Stop
over.
resisting. Okay, you do.
He's a hostage now.
Well, you, the other guy is still screaming at the lion that has a hold of his ankle. And the other one is face down on the floor, like mumbling and struggling to breathe. And Talus walks calmly in the back with a naked man in an apron holding a frying pan with a gun right just a foot away from him, pointed at his back where his heart is. And she, with her back heel, closes the back door and walks him into the main room. And the guy, dragged by the lion, turns and looks at this and goes, "Ah!" And he gets quiet fairly quickly and just looks panicked around. So they've been perfectly subdued.
Good job, team.
Then I'm
So
gonna
let's
come
interrogate
sliding in
them.
like a badass.
Yeah, we need to
like Captain
interrogate
America at the
And-
beginning of Endgame.
You make sure to have your billowing black cape behind you as you stride
Yes.
through the front door calmly.
See, now you get me.
Yeah, I get it. No, when Midjourney drew this art, you went, "That's it." I was going to iterate it 20 more times. You're like, "Nope, stop right there."
No, that's absolutely. Okay, so I'm coming in, and monkey fish. What the hell is that?
It allows you to climb like a monkey and swim like a fish. It's a movement spell.
I don't need that right now. An ear-piercing scream, probably just what it seems like.
It is.
Hideous laughter, probably just what it seems like.
Tough to interrogate someone when they're under that spell.
That was kind of what I was thinking. But I want to do something really, like, I don't know, man. I want to impress these guys.
Detect thoughts first, I suggest.
Do what?
I suggest you hit them with a detect thoughts first.
Okay.
Just to
All right.
figure out, this will
Can I
allow...
hit them all with that, or do I have
Absolutely. You hit them all. It's an area of
to do
effect.
blasting them all with detect thoughts?
Do it.
I don't see dice when I do things.
It doesn't actually cost anything, or it doesn't have to roll anything.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right, so I did it.
Why didn't it go?
I can do it again.
No. I think something funny happened with it. One sec. That's good. That's good. Okay.
Do it again?
There it goes. So, they do this, and let me get this character out here. Where are you? And he has the same will save as them, so we'll just do 3 of these.
Oh, I'm good at this.
They all 3 resist you.
Oh,
All of their you attempt to
fuck,
detect
Rev?
thoughts. You attempt to detect thoughts, and they all 3 are just broadcasting.
I'm gonna vaporize one of these motherfuckers.
They're broadcasting
totally
full
mean
panic.
business.
What?
They're broadcasting full panic. The only thing you get from their brains is absolute terror.
Yeah. Well,
Is it from the line?
Yes.
Yeah.
That will do it. Yeah.
You can try again. You can literally have them captive, so you can just try the spell again until they
okay.
fail.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do detect thoughts again.
Yeah, hit him.
All right, here it
There it is. And then
goes.
fail.
Ooh.
Can I
Fail.
kind of like
There we go.
Okay.
can I torture them a little bit?
Because all we need to find out is which one.
Take the
Is
pan from
correct.
someone and hit someone.
You
We don't
Can I
have to
bite-
torture
Oh.
them. We just have to find out a
Rev
small bit of
immediately
information.
knows who is currently a cop and who is the dishwasher.
Is Bram Urich
The dishwasher is, you pick up the surface thoughts and you hear his surface thoughts go, oh shit, this is about that thing months ago. I'm fucked.
Ah, cool. Okay, I'm gonna vaporize one of the other guys.
Can I kill the other one?
Which one's the dishwasher?
His name is Bram Urich.
Bram
And
Urich is the dishwasher.
We need
Is he
him.
the
correct?
one that I'm holding the gun to?
He was asleep on
Was
the
he
floor.
the naked guy?
Okay, then I want to
Was
shoot
it
the guy
one of
that
the-
I'm.
Okay.
Whoa, I
Kayla?
want to kill someone.
But what is?
Whoa.
Oh, what would that do?
Kayla called it
I don't
first.
know. I just want.
And
Go ahead, yeah.
Talus has a silenced weapon, so she's pretty sure she can kill him without the whole neighborhood knowing. So go ahead and do a shot from your weapon under inventory, and go ahead and do the spell shot.
Okay.
Damn it!
Ooh.
What did I just do?
Oh. Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
I missed what happened. What happened?
Kayla, Talus puts the barrel up to the back of this guy's neck as Rev goes, this is the guy right here. You pull the trigger, and you enchant your bullet with an ice bolt spell. And as it comes out of the barrel, it passes straight through his spine, but not out the other side of his body. It spreads like an infection of ice and cold through his whole body, and his upper body shatters. And just a meaty pair of naked apron-wearing legs fall forward onto the ground,
Whoa.
and an iced-over skull falls and shatters
Whoa.
in front
So
of you.
Talus is insane.
Whoa, Taylor.
You could kill this guy too.
Hey.
This is a great team. I love this team.
You didn't even say kill
we
that guy.
just,
She
like,
just
went-
knew.
We went so chaotic evil with this
You said I could-
campaign. Oh my gosh.
Why not? Literally, why not?
We're
You're
still lawful
assassin.
evil.
It was the only logical option.
That is very.
I'm lawful evil.
logically speaking.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
he's
true.
dead, and the other two's panic response. Rev, you still have detect thoughts on them. You hear their brains
I
scrambling.
think one of them needs to die by giant spider.
That's not the worst
There's
idea.
not enough room in this room. You will destroy the house.
But what about a bear?
You could barely fit a bear in this room.
You guys are gonna get out for this one.
Combat,
Yeah.
bear bite, bear claw.
Switch is moving out of the way.
Yep.
Whoa.
If you've never seen anyone in their living room woken up and mauled by a bear, it's a haunting scream that will be with you for the rest of your lives. Maybe some of you have heard it before. You've been at this job a while. But his terror, in fact, Rev, his terror is just a 10 out of 10. It is a fine wine of human existential
Yeah,
dread.
Oh, I bet.
Because
bears
your
are no
detect
game.
thoughts linked up. You hear it, you see it, you sense it through
It's
his...
actually better than disintegrating them myself.
Right.
It's very
'cause
intimate.
That's immediate.
Yeah, disintegrate, you don't even know what happened to you. You wake
I
up in
love
Valhalla like, what the fuck?
So can I bite him too?
The remaining guy, in some moment of self-preservational heroism, you hear his mind quiet, and he turns and goes, so what do you want to know?
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I'll calm down
Switch,
now.
Why don't you? I saw that happen, man. That makes me so happy. Switch, interrogate this son of a bitch.
Get in there.
It's the one that I have, right?
Interrogate? You want him to talk?
Yeah, duh. That is the. That is.
What's your first question? Because he is still not, he does not know what this is about, necessarily. He thinks he knows.
That makes it so much better.
There's just sudden animals, you know.
Just
Give him
murdering
some
his roommates.
direction, yeah.
Right.
Ask him what he thinks it's about.
He says, "Is this?" He says,
Look
"Is this?"
scary. Put on a scary. Stop looking like that.
Yeah. 'Cause it's
Delicious.
just like, why give up when we're there? When we're just like,
the
let's play a guessing game, why don't we?
delicious, the universally attractive, no matter what your orientation is, you would fuck this paladin. That look is still what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because why not? Like,
He's a
why would
little
I change?
disoriented. He saw his friend explode. His other friend was mauled to death by a bear, and this beautiful man is like, "So, tell me everything.
No, like, see, I feel
What
like
do
no
you
matter
think this is
Shock and
about?"
awe.
Okay. He says it's about the incident quite months back. It's is it about that?
What?
What
With,
incident?
You'll have to tell us
well,
more.
we was oh right. Well, I assume you my name's Bram, but it used to be Harlan. And I was a constable.
Oh, okay. He's.
I was a constable. I was going to be a constable. I'd done my obs, and I thought I passed it, but then they sent me on this mission to observe a thing under this captain who was determined to get this family, and it went really poorly for him.
Oh.
Who is they?
Yeah.
The
They
captain
sent
or
you.
the family?
You
Well,
said they sent you.
We had a captain. His name was Captain Benedict. He was a real pain in the ass. And he got a bug up his ass about sticking it to the men. And, well, the man stuck it to him.
Oh. Okay.
He said this bastard Borden, his wife, they're doing all kinds of shit in our neighborhood and can't do nothing about it. And the bosses don't want to say, well, I'm going to investigate it anyway. And he got a big stick up his ass about it. And we were doing these stakeouts and roadblocks and all this other bullshit. And everyone's pissed at us and say we're wasting resources anyway. And, well, we finally caught him. We set up these barricades and they came up to it in the night on a carriage. A big, beautiful black carriage. They had no lights on. And there was these guys jogging next to the carriage is going at, carriage speeds. And these guys in heavy black plate are jogging next to it like it's nothing. They're not even tired of breathing hard. And there's no lanterns. I don't know how they could see. It's pouring rain at 3 a.m. It's nuts. And then they get close and I can see their eyes glowing red. Terrifying.
So these are the Aegis guards who we've seen at the vineyard.
Well, old Captain Benedict, he's a bit of a loudmouth, and he tells them to stop, calls for a search, and the guards say no, and they won't let us close, and he says that's impeding an investigation and all this shit. And that's when she stepped out. This thin, wafy sort of woman with blonde hair and a nice outfit and purple eyes, but they sort of glowed too. She got out, and she came up right up to the captain, smiling. She's beautiful. And she said something I couldn't hear. And the captain gets super mad and he yells at her. And when he yelled at her, that's her face went blank. And I don't mean like blank, I mean like her eyes died. And it was like looking at a doll. Like her face was just blank.
Doll's eyes.
Goodness.
And I couldn't even see it happen, but she just like appeared behind him, grabbed him by the neck, forced him down onto his knees so hard I think his legs broke, and she ripped his head backwards and tore out his throat with her own teeth and spit his throat back in his face.
Oh,
and
God.
slammed him down on the pavement, and all the boys jumped back, and those guards were on us. And the sergeant said, "Back off, lads." And we said, "Sounds right." And we walked away slowly. We let him go. And the next day I quit.
Wow.
And I changed my name, and I've been washing dishes. And I don't mess with the Bordens no more.
Do we believe him?
Yeah, sure.
I believe him.
I'll take his word for it.
Rev
Should we
is
hold
in
on
his,
to him or?
Rev is in his
Yeah.
head, and Rev, you are detecting thoughts on this guy,
Yep.
and he's not lying.
We should now just get rid of him so he doesn't tell anyone about us.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly
can-
agree.
So
Tails.
he's the one
I
that I
can
Give him, like,
reminded,
modify
right?
memory. What should we? What memory should we give him? Shall we say he murdered these other two guys?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true,
Yeah. I
yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
really
That
smart.
would
like
be the
that
best
better.
way to go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna modify memory on this dude.
Rev, before you do, you
Yeah.
pull a memory out of his head.
Oh,
a
okay.
mental image of the woman he saw tear his captain in half.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like mental images.
Ooh.
Very
Hey.
much,
Oh.
Yeah.
very much unlike the other image you have of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, equally attractive.
Seconded.
She's got like some
I
kind of
agree, yeah.
accent
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah. I like it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We should also put something funny in his mind. Like I don't know. Like every time a fork drops, he clucks like a chicken.
Oh, you're not disintegrating him?
No, we're putting a new memory in his mind
Okay.
of him killing the other two people.
Oh my god, okay. So there's Rev's modify memory spell.
I make when I do that.
I mean, you hear Rev kind of humming happily to himself like he's baking a pie as he's rooting around in this guy's cerebral cortex. Ha ha ha. Ooh. He's just jolly as he rearranges this man's entire perception of reality.
Oh, that's so funny.
So funny.
That's lovely.
I like that CVEX is almost entirely manned by sociopaths.
Yep.
Yeah, I am canonically.
I'm realizing that. Yeah, I'm definitely realizing that.
That's why I'm a politician.
Good. Yeah. So anyway, I plant in his brain that he has savagely murdered his two former friends
Huh.
in a fit of jealousy because they were lovers and they
Oh.
excluded him.
Ooh, intrigue.
Scandalous.
As he's laying there staring into Rev's eyes and Rev is staring into his, he eventually you hear him mumble, "I am the bear god, hands off, it's my piece of ass." He sits there and starts growling and making little claw shapes with his
I
finger.
think our work is
Okay.
done here.
Yeah.
And
I
he's
agree.
never,
Mhm.
he has no memory of any of us or this
Okay.
encounter.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then we
So-
just fade away.
You
Are we
have
Yeah, let's.
you have
go
infected
get
his
drunk.
hard drive, installed McAfee Security Plus, and walked away.
Yep.
Are
That's
we-
what I do.
Are we still thinking of going to that event at the winery?
Well, I think that's where they're going to be, right?
That's a good
Yeah, I
idea.
think
Yeah.
I
that's
think
where we
everything
should
we're
head
learning
next.
is that they're getting set up for that. So I think we
Yeah.
should probably just go and observe the winery, or
Mhm.
maybe observe the route between their castle and the winery, because that's where because probably when they get to the winery, it's too late.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, you
Okay.
guys are
The time-
currently
what?
in this neighborhood. You're relatively close to where you believe their warehouses are.
Okay.
So probably
Go check that out.
the goods go between the winery and the dock.
Well,
Yeah,
but
we
I
sh-
was thinking about the girl. But okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we
I
should
mean,
try
one?
to ambush them or grab them.
Or we'll find people that know more information.
Yeah.
Right, of, like where specifically to find her.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys return to base to plan and scheme?
Yeah, let's go back to base. We've done this. Has been a good,
Good idea.
evening's
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Night. It's been a night.
Good job, guys. I really appreciate all the murder and scheming.
The murder, yes.
Yeah,
Out here
no,
at your planning table.
It's nice that we all like to have fun.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah.
These are the days I remember why I do this.
Yeah.
You guys spend
Real.
maybe another 30 seconds or minute there cleaning up any potential evidence. You see Taylor's pick up a shell casing from her weapon, and you rearrange things
Good call.
to confuse the detectives a little more.
And maybe make it look like a lion didn't just barrel through.
Yeah, yeah. Let's sever his foot, and then we
Yeah.
can keep it as a trophy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, if they get somebody who's really good at identifying wounds, one man was mauled by a bear and a lion. The other man was caught in some kind of very focused, isolated ice avalanche. So that one's never going to make sense.
No.
Oh, we're playing the door game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna
What the
proceed.
hell?
Ooh.
What's that?
That wasn't me.
Taylor
Whoa.
is looking at the secret,
Whoa.
entrance exit.
Oh,
Secret exit.
Is there a
Whoa.
basilisk back there?
this
What
is
is
so
it?
cool.
Yeah, this map is awesome.
Whoa.
This is your standard
Whoa.
smuggler's lair.
Sick.
Yeah, they went down here. That way,
Oh, you
Piggy
didn't tell
leads
us
into
about
the
the
cellar
cave.
of the Bogroot wine cellar,
We got
which is a
boats.
extremely unpopular and barely used sales place in town.
Interesting.
You have your base hidden under an unpopular business.
It's our mafia front.
Yep.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. Like that sandwich shop in The Sopranos.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, so good plan. We're gonna try to get them on the road before they get to the event. Yeah. And you guys can do some damage, so I fully believe that we can do this.
Okay. So,
I think so
are
too.
let's see, by now we are on to 7:30 p.m. You guys are not tired, and the night is now young. And Mark has some information for you. He says that young man's description means that Antoinette Borden is herself a vampire. She is not guarded by undead, she is.
Oh, fuck.
That's
Which somewhat explains the exorbitant amount of money for this job. It's not impossible, but it's going to be unbelievably difficult.
Yeah, so get ready to face undead.
My money's on the spider.
I think so too. Yeah, yeah.
Or we could just hang here.
You could go back to the bar.
We could. I didn't really get to enjoy myself. You guys literally left the second I got there. It was quite insulting, but I'm willing to forgive you.
Still been out of shape about that.
Still hurts.
Okay, so what will be the next move?
Well,
We're gonna make sure we get them on the way in, yeah? Do we know what time it's starting?
You don't.
They'd probably try to get there
when
a
it
little
goes
bit.
on for like a week, right?
The place is closed to the public for a week. Whatever they're preparing for, you don't know when it is
I
or
mean,
what it is.
why don't we go hang out outside the warehouse
Yeah.
and see what's coming out and
We could-
tail it? Because we've got the spy, right?
Yeah, we'll
We've got
feel
the
it
spy.
out.
Always just like, you know,
We've got the
do my
rogue.
thing.
Doesn't the rogue do stuff like that?
Yeah,
Like
I
bail
could
things?
probably hop on or we could figure that out.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
fly over there
You can.
just for fun?
Can you?
Sure.
Fly?
If you have a fly potion or
How do
a
you
spell. Several of you have fly spells, including you, Piggy.
Oh.
So.
But you guys don't have wings. Can't be flying like me.
No, they just fly like Superman, or in Pinckney's case, he flies like General Zod.
I believe
So
it.
I'm gonna delete Bram Urich. He is gonna have a really interesting journey all his own.
Yeah, interesting night.
And you guys,
I'm just gonna teleport over there.
you could do that.
Yeah.
Where are we headed?
I'll hawk over.
Jesus.
Wow.
Rev just teleported like across the street just to make sure he still could.
Oh, is it really that close?
They walk.
The range of teleport is hundreds of miles.
You used it for a sidewalk.
Okay, well, that's how you can tell I'm an SIU employee.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I could teleport
That
hundreds of
checks.
miles. I just went across the street.
Valid. I should have done that.
Well, okay.
Everybody cool teleports. That's
GM
Or
to
turn
players.
so hard.
GM to players. We have like maybe 20 minutes left. It's not really enough time to finish everything, so we can pause whenever you guys think it's appropriate to pause. And
yeah, let's.
if we feel like it, we can pick this up again in a few weeks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you guys
yeah, we
liking
definitely
it?
have to finish this.
I don't. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
want
this
this
is
to
really
be all
fun.
we do. I think this is. I think this is CVEX now.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
and
wanna
I-
visit, they have to play this game.
I really don't like that William had to miss it because he's so good at this and he's so
Yeah.
into it. He's very
Let's-
passionate about it.
I don't think we're gonna run out of shit to do. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay,
Well,
how
we'll-
about let's just go have. We've got a few hours. We got some good work done.
Mhm.
Let's go. I don't know. Tear some ass up. Let's do something.
Well,
I bet you
you-
there's some shit. Like let's go
Okay.
fight some people in the slums.
Yeah. Can we do that? Let's go to the
Well,
slums. Oh, let's take
spoiler
over the
alert.
slums and we can be the what?
Spoiler alert, if you investigate the warehouse, you may find some punching bags.
By that do you mean people?
People.
Yeah.
Or bags.
I
Let's
know.
go.
I would
Let's go
not
there.
give you
We're
guys
there.
just
We're
punching
there.
bags.
Yeah.
You're so nice to us.
Yeah. All right, we're here.
Where's this warehouse?
Teleported.
Oh, okay, cool.
I came in the coolest way possible.
Teleported
Yep.
across the neighborhood. Fuck yeah. I mean, if I had that spell, I would never walk anywhere
I
again.
just teleport to the kitchen.
No.
Okay,
Kidding me?
before you go racing in, you two,
Okay.
I'm already super far.
you probably want to think about stealth. You still want to think about reconnaissance, maybe. You can
I don't
decide.
know, man. I'm thinking armor. Okay.
Okay.
I'll roll stealth.
Well,
we gotta be fucking stealthy
Graham,
about it.
Mandy, what does Tim say? You could just get zooted to fucking Mars and kick
Zooted
in the
to
zone.
Mars.
Zooted
Or
to Mars.
stealth. Put on
Yeah,
all your buffs, run in without thinking. That's what we do in this house.
but it's not actually what we tend to really do.
Yes, it
That's what we
is.
say we'll do, and then we think
It is
things through.
sometimes.
And so
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta use your thinking cap.
Okay, so this is just sort of an educational moment here. What you want to do is, let's see, for Rev, you're going to put on this spell, Mirror Image, which makes it look like there are 7 of you standing on top of, and anyone who attacks you, it has
7
to.
of me doing what?
They all are doing the same things. It's 7 of
Oh, I
you.
thought you said they were all standing on top of me.
Yes, they are. They
Weird,
pass
like
in and out of you.
crush
They're
porn.
obviously illusions, but if Taylus wanted to shoot you right now, she's not sure which one is the real you.
Like Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yep.
Why does she want to shoot me?
I'm just saying it's a defensive spell.
No, fuck.
She would never want to shoot you. She's your friend.
Don't ever pull that kind of shit. I'll
Okay.
mind play your ass.
Okay, and then your other favorite one, Rev, is invisibility.
So now, are there
There you go.
7 invisible me's?
They're all invisible. And if someone could see you, they wouldn't know which one to shoot. This is how Rev defends himself, is kind of
Okay.
obfuscation of his actual location.
All right.
And then the Mark is going to do the same thing. He's going to cast Align Weapon Communal. He's going to align all your weapons lawful, so they'll do extra damage against any criminal element enemies, even though you guys are criminals. He's like, I know, it's hypocritical, but whatever. And for example, the Mark puts up see invisibility, so he can now see invisible things, including you, Rev. But he still
sees 7 of them.
he still sees all the illusions, yes.
Okay.
And so, Talus, you would want to put up a probably invisibility greater also, and a mirror image also. So you've got those options. Let's see.
Okay.
And I need to get you the buffs. I'm just fixing this so that you guys can wade in here and do whatever horrible things you'd like to do.
In the warehouse?
I mean, it seems like we feel like buffing up and punching something, which
Yeah,
is
let's
totally
tear some
fine.
shit up.
What if I turn
Sure.
into a spider, and then when they're running out, you guys are invisible, and you start picking them off?
Where do I find this stuff?
You know what I'm saying?
I've turned it
Yeah.
on for you. So
No, I think that sounds great.
okay, and then Switch. You want to put on. I think you also have mirror image.
I do.
Okay, so you put that on too to protect yourself from attacks. And I'll copy the buff for you. There we go. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. And Kelda, no buffs because you're not a caster. Stray, whatever form you want to assume. Let's do it. Dear God.
All right, let's do this.
That's a great sound.
I do. Yeah, it is.
It's 11
Let's
labs. Make the sound of a giant creepy spider looking at me. It made
That's
that.
amazing.
That's it. They
That's
did it.
amazing. Yeah.
Okay. For the mark, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else he needs to put on to have a good time. Oh yeah, he wants this.
Switch is not invisible to me. Just
Switch
me neither.
is not yet invisible.
Yeah.
Now she
Gotcha.
is.
Okay.
come on, Switch. Jesus, there you go.
Okay, a giant spider is creeping across the alleyway towards a complex of 3 warehouses. There's a northeastern one, a northwestern one, and then a wide, double-wide southern warehouse here. And you guys, this back here, Prime, that you walked past, is a gate.
Gotcha.
In fact, in this form, hold still for a sec, you effectively have, you're not flying, but you have 15 foot of elevation, so you can probably see over the gate.
15 feet tall.
Giant ass spider.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's
And
people in there.
You peek over the wall.
There's this.
So could he
Agus
fly
Hexa.
over the wall? I'm not suggesting he does this,
Mm-hmm.
but fly over the wall, then turn into a spider and drop as the spider.
Yes, absolutely.
Inside the wall?
He can halo
I
drop
would have
in
done
as a
that.
monster. Yeah,
I absolutely would have
he
done
totally can.
that. Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna eat this person first, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to throw you guys into combat, and you can roll your initiative. Get your combat tracker out if you'd like to have it out.
Who are we beating up?
Hang on, quit moving.
Everyone we see.
Yeah,
Including each other.
Total bloodbath at the
couldn't hurt. I
so-
mean, I've been
almost
thinking
said
about
werewolf.
taking y'all over so much. I'm just every time I'm like, I could take over Switch and send her in.
That would be sick. You should.
Aegis Hexer. Oh,
Mhm.
Red Runner Thug.
Oh, come on. I could just walk in there if I wanted to.
Well, the time for subtlety is past, I believe, Switch. And you're familiar with your
A lot
team.
of
You know that
bullshit.
when they get ants in their pants, that it's best to just let them run.
Yeah.
How do I do initiative again? I'm sorry.
It's okay. The combat tracker,
There
if
it
you guys
is.
will pull that up, the double cross swords button, you right click that and it pops out. And then you can click the dice next to your name. Looks like you've rolled piss, Rev. You'll be going
Yeah.
later in the order. That's okay.
That's fine.
You're the sort of
That's
guy who wants
fine.
to go last. Let
Exactly.
your
That's what I'm
soldiers
saying.
run in.
People think I rolled.
Stray,
that.
do you have yours up, Prime,
Not
so you can see your initiative?
How do I do that?
Combat tracker, top right, little row of tiny buttons. One of them's cross
Oh,
swords.
yes.
Right click that, just tap it.
Wait,
and
it says initiative +7. Is that?
then roll and then roll the dice next to your name.
Gotcha. I think I'm doing this right.
You have done it. And now, you guys, the spider walks up to the fence and raises up enough to see over the top of it. And Stray, you see this woman. It's getting later on into night. It's already 8 o'clock. It's well past dark. And you see this woman, the Aegis Hexer you saw, turn and with glowing red eyes immediately lock onto you. She sees you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we go to initiative, because combat
My
begins.
Oh.
Here. So it's her turn, as she said, my turn. And she immediately turns to you and drops a massive spell on you.
Oh no, guys, it's bad.
And it actually hits all of you.
Ugh.
So all of you, let me see. There's just
I'm
a
seeing the
huge
downsides of the spider.
explosion
Never
of
get
ice.
coned up.
Yeah, the regular players refer to this as being coned up because when someone hits you with a cone or an AoE spell, they get all of you.
Okay.
You guys
Yep.
get blasted with a massive ice spell. Little shards of ice fall out of the sky and just batter you. That's
Switch,
her
what the
turn.
fuck?
My
Yeah.
I was the one who turned into a giant spider.
Stray, as you're peeking over the wall. Okay, you two, you can settle. I'll pull this car over. Stray, you see her turn and drop the ice storm directly on you, and then you see her kind of smirk at you and disappear as she turns into a cloud of gas and just dissipates.
Jeez. I didn't know she was rocking like that, guys. Sorry.
No, we're coming back. Don't worry. There we go.
Now it's Taylor's turn. You know,
Okay.
unpause.
Can I move since we're in this, or do
You can.
things?
The gate is shut and you can't see over it. But did you wanted to have your fly spell up, right?
Yeah.
You can increase your elevation if you want to say how high would you like to fly, knowing as she knows very well that when you fly up, you make yourself a target, just like the spider did peeking over the wall.
Can I use my shield as I'm flying?
Your shield.
There's a shield. Yeah.
The shield spell.
There's like a
Or-
shield there's like a fly and a shield. Can I use both?
Oh yeah, you can put up your shield spell. That's of course great choice.
Okay.
That makes
put
you
my
much
shield.
harder to hit.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna fly up like 20 feet.
Okay. So you right click your token. The 0 on the upper left is your elevation. I'm going to click it for you, but you're now 20 feet in the air and you can see over the wall. And you are invisible with mirror images and
Okay.
shield. So you guys, those of you that it's only no one can see you except the mark because he can see invisible. He sees you do cool shit though. He's proud of you.
It's bad bitch o'clock, yeah, it's thick 30.
Yeah, so is the gate open for me to be able to get through?
And you can't move quite that far.
Okay.
Talus, like you float
Yep.
up over the wall and you get about this far.
Okay.
And that's as far as you can go on your turn. And then Kelda, what would you like to do?
Well, my movement speed is 20.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get up here and open the gate.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll me a disable device check.
No problemo.
I'm going to move this ice thing back. It did hit you, but I'm going to pretend like it's behind you so I can see you guys better.
Okay.
Huge. All right. Kelda walks up and with one of her daggers, she knows how tough they are, jams it into the lock and kicks it with her foot, just cutting the lock with this magic dagger she's got. Throws the
Wonderful.
gates open.
I'm gonna be right back, but that's my turn.
And you can continue your movement and get kind of
Oh.
some cover over here.
Sweet, thank you. I'll be back.
You all get a very creepy
Oh.
feeling.
What was that?
Yes.
The general alarm is sounded. You hear lots of yelling, angry voices and running feet.
Good. More targets. Get them straight.
I won't let you guys down.
Going in.
I'm
You
going
can
in.
move about this far, about 80 feet down here.
Then that's what I shall do.
If you want to go full in.
Oh.
Huge spider just charges into the center of the warehouse.
You gotta finish the sentence.
That's your turn. You moved. You double moved, basically.
What did you do, you maniac?
It's going great.
The mark turns to Rev, looks at you because he can see invisible, and he says, "They really haven't changed at all." And he
Nope.
sort of jogs in at a measured
will.
pace with his repeating crossbow in his arms, just sort of jogging behind Stray, ready to shoot anything that attacks you.
Never gave a damn, I ain't never gave no fuck, no. Fell out with them hoes. We ain't
Where you
never
headed,
make
Stray?
it,
They're
no.
going in.
Back for everything.
So you know
Oh.
tactically, Switch. Switch, you know that tactically you want to be behind them. You've got a great meat wall of soldiers, and they're now in front of you, so you can move up, you think.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move in, but behind.
You're more of a liar, not a fighter.
Everything comes with words.
That's right.
Okay, I'll move in.
Okay. You can move, a typical move is 30 feet, and if you don't attack, you can do 2 of them.
Okay. Don't...
Roll me a perception check there, Switch. Would you go to
Okay.
skills? Go to skills and perception real quick.
Where's perception? Not what I want. Don't want acrobat. There it is.
Oof.
No.
You rolled.
I only have the 18.
You rolled pitiful, but she still hears. Switch hears running feet coming close to this door on her left, and this door on her right. And you kind of tap Talus on the shoulder and point to the right, making sure that Talus knows that somebody's about to burst through that door.
Yeah.
Got it.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
I'm vibing at this point.
I love that song.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes.
Rev, your turn.
All right, and I can move 30 feet.
You can move 30 feet 2 times if you don't attack.
But if I move, I can move 30 feet and then attack.
You can do 30 feet and then a spell of any type.
Okay.
This part of the combat, the early turns. Oh, by the way, when you're measuring like that with control left drag from your token, if you tap spacebar, your token will follow that path.
Oh, okay.
That's our laziest way to move. And tap spacebar. There you go.
Beautiful.
Foundry has a lot of little
Okay,
secret
let's
features.
see who. I'm gonna vaporize some mother.
I don't think you have any targets yet.
I have a field full of targets.
Well, you could shoot your team. That's true. That would be fun.
Fireball.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Who invited
The
this guy?
spider's far enough. Okay, let me look. Either I'm gonna move or let me see if I.
This might be a time, if I
Right.
might, to go ahead and put up Cloak of Dreams. Because if anyone actually charges you and tries to inflict harm on your person, you would like them to just fall asleep.
Oh, so it just sort of surrounds me like a
Yes.
shield?
Yes.
Okay. If I did like hideous laughter, would that affect my team as well?
Yes. And Hideous Laughter is single target. You need a person to
Oh,
put
it
it
would be
on.
just one person?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I still invisible?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the buffs are being weird, but you are still invisible.
Okay. Awesome. Well, wait a second. Kind of switched on me there.
Oh, sorry. I was turning your buffs back on. Oh, another thing that's fun for you to do is to haste your team. Haste makes all of your people run faster, so they get an extra 30 feet of movement, gives them an extra attack, and it gives them +1 to hit when they attack people. It just makes them nastier. They're already pretty nasty, but it makes them worse.
Well, I think I already cast the Field of Dreams.
Oh,
'Cause it's telling me to like where I can put it. It's saying it can go 5 feet out from wherever I put it.
yeah, it's supposed to say centered on you, but Foundry doesn't do that as well.
So shall I just click it on me?
Yeah, just click it on you, and we'll know it's around you somewhere.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. So now they should not come near me. Is that correct?
Well, if they do, they have to make a will save DC 22. They have to roll a 22 will save to even stay awake next to you, and that goes for your team too. And where you've put it,
my students too.
Where you've put it, it makes it so your team can't retreat, which is fine with you technically.
Oh, it won't follow me?
It will follow you, but if you stand here, it's like get in there and kill, bitches. Nobody's
Yeah.
leaving. You know.
No, that's intentional.
Okay. So these thugs start pouring out of the buildings. They start running out to deal with whatever threat has invaded their turf of these shitty warehouses. This guy steps over here and sees the spider, and you hear a what the fuck?
That's such a human response.
Yeah.
And Stray, I'm going to need you to roll a perception check
All right.
against a 22.
Whatever that is.
Skills in the top cluster,
Yeah.
perception.
Yes, here we are.
This guy pulled out a short bow and was taking careful aim at one of your many, many eyes. He was going to try and like sneak attack ambush you, but you see him. So he does not get sneak attack on these shots, but he does fire multiple arrows at you.
Probably Jags.
He rolls a natural 1 and fucks up his bow, drops the arrow, and you hear him go, fucking shit! And the second arrow sails over the top of you, missing by at least 8 feet. But then it happens again from the other side.
Oh.
They may be incompetent. Quit moving around. It's not your turn.
I was trying to get out of the way.
This one does get sneak attack because you didn't see him over there. And he realizes you're kind of hard to hit. So he just takes a single shot with sneak attack. And this arrow comes in and it does, unfortunately. Well, nope. It bounces off your spider carapace. You feel an arrow ricochet right between your 8 eyes, but not hit any of them.
Mad.
Leaves a tiny little scrape on your carapace, but doesn't do any real damage. Does at least show that they're somewhat dangerous. Mildly dangerous. Meanwhile, over here, immediately next to the party, this door slams open.
Run!
Kicks open, and this guy jumps out and goes, fucking get out! And he attempts to stab Switch. But she's invisible. And you're invisible. And I don't know what he's going to do about this, because he can't see shit. You're also flying. You are invisible.
He stabs the flying invisible girl.
He jumps out. He jumps out, and let's see if he even sees. What was your stealth check, Kelda? Did you do one to go over there?
My stealth check was let's scroll up. 42. Oh, no, wait, that's disable device. I don't think I did a stealth
Do one,
check,
would you
so
please?
let's do that.
He's got a 22 perception, and he has no idea who's fucking attacking. You hide behind a box, and you're like, he's totally going to see me. I am larger than this box. My hair is sticking over the top of the box. My shoulders are visible. I left a footprint right there on the ground. You're like, there's no fucking way this guy does not see me right now. And you watch him look at you, look around, and he goes, fucking spider! And he shoots at the spider.
Lord.
Why is everybody shooting me? I'm just a spider. Jeez.
Another arrow bounces off your fucking thick-ass carapace.
My turn.
I'm too good.
You are tough.
Not her again.
You are tough. Well, stuff's happening. You're not sure what it is. Okay. We're moving. It's not your turn.
I'm sorry. I have ADHD. You're not gonna help
me too.
We all have ADHD.
We all. You gotta have it to work. It's on the fucking job application.
Let's put Adderall in the water here.
I forgot I can't use that with you guys.
It's not that we're against neurotypical people. We just don't know any.
That's definitely true.
One day I hope to have a neurotypical friend. Then I can say that's my neurotypical friend.
I have one.
I think I have at least
Maybe.
one. I don't hang out
How do
with
I
them.
figure out how to measure the feet?
Control left click drag. You are 45 feet from the target, which for you means when you fire that thing, you can click point blank shot. If you do the full attack, you want to click rapid shot. If you do the single attack, like the spell shot shatter, then you want to click deadly aim's already on, point blank shot only.
All right, let's just.
This guy right next to you, if you light him up with a full
Hold on.
attack, he'll be dead, I think.
Okay, that's what I. So just do the full attack?
Yeah, and also, if it ever catches your fancy, she also has a collapsible sword It's very small, but it expands into being a short sword, long sword, great sword, or partisan. Graham and Mandy saw this item the other week. And
I now see the rapid shot
Very good.
that you were talking about. That's what I was looking for.
If you do a full attack, rapid shot gives you an extra bullet, an extra shot fired.
All right. I'm going to do that.
Okay. Hit for 20. You just turn and you don't even scope in. You no scope pop this guy through the chest with the first shot. He stumbles backwards looking down at this just oozing hole in his chest, and you put another one in him. And then he stumbles back, leans against the wall, and looks straight at you as you put the last one through his head. He's gone.
Oh, man.
Awesome. Nice.
Is that me again?
Mm-hmm.
Hooray. Okay.
You know there's a guy
So-
inside around the corner.
That like up here? Okay.
Right
Let's
here. In there.
check it out.
See that?
And then I'm going to since I'm close up, I guess I can move up and get him.
Oh, yeah. You could go up and single stab. And let's see how ready he was for that. Ooh.
Pretty ready.
What was your
I'd say.
last? What was your last stealth?
It was
trash. It was a 26.
26.
He sees you coming and he goes, "Oh, you this stumpy bitch. What you want? Get out.
Fuck you, buddy.
You grow a beard better than my uncle. Ow!" You stab him. He does not appear to have learned anything, but he does seem very upset.
I do grow a beard better than your uncle. Low T beta bitch.
Wow.
That's definitely a first for this campaign. Somebody got called a low T beta bitch. I'm gonna have to hang on. Let me Google that real quick.
By a trans man. That's crazy.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
crazy
bro.
for
Fuck yeah. Let him have it.
Anyway.
Unleash hell.
Yeah.
Speaking of unleashing hell, let's see this. Yeah. Well, there is a strange sort of fog that is covering the ground around the center of the yard here, and it very suddenly all flows the same direction and coalesces into a armored figure standing directly underneath the spider who attacks you as soon as he forms.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
This thing looks awesome too. Damn. That doesn't sound good.
With a flurry of attacks, he tears into the spider. You take, let's see, that crit will not confirm, so you take 17, then a miss, then a miss. You take a couple of these hits, but he basically starts cutting you to pieces from underneath you. And you can roll me, let's see, what knowledge skills do you have? Only nature. Although Rev is allowing you all to mentally communicate with each other, right? Or do you shut that off
absolutely.
for funsies? Okay. You hear in your head the mark tell you, Stray, that's a vampire.
Oh. What do I do? Spiders versus vampires?
Take that.
Can I slip him?
Take that foe very seriously. These thugs are dropping like flies back here, but that thing is dangerous. Okay. And this thug, I murder the dwarf. Prepare to die, dwarf.
Okay.
Huh. Miss.
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, it is. All right, I'm gonna spider slam this vampire.
Get him. Make sure you do a full attack. Fuck yeah, bro.
Hey.
You see the spider turn and start jamming its limbs straight down into the ground. You see massive amounts of dirt and this sort of cobblestone, dirt, gravel area they have between the warehouses just being torn apart. Huge gouges being dug, just digging ditches. And this thing in heavy black plate armor. It moves like it's a gymnast, tumbles out of the way, jumps over the holes, dodges you within inches, but you do not hit it a single time.
Somebody get this dude? This is crazy. All right, I need to be quicker.
Rev takes aim. He says a prayer to the goddess of death to enhance all of his bolts from his weapon as Vampire Bane. And he lets loose a volley. He does not do rapid shot or deadly aim to increase accuracy. And he fires silver repeating crossbow bolts.
You mean Mark?
The mark.
I'm happy to do that. But...
Not red. And miss. They both bounce off of its armor. Mark says we have a problem.
Fell out with them hoes. We ain't never making no fuck back for everything I ever lost.
Everything's gone to shit.
Hell yeah. This has not gone to shit. You guys have gone to shit worse than this
I
before.
have seen far worse.
Oh yeah.
You're a veteran of gone to shit.
Yes. I've died twice.
Oh, I mean all of you. Like these characters have, yeah.
Yeah, these characters too.
So what do you think, Switch? You have, what did I give you? You have melee weapons. You might want to just help clean up the scrubby guys to make sure they're not a problem.
I'll do that. So we've got one.
You think there's one coming from this side too?
Okay. That one's probably. I'll. Okay. I'm gonna go towards the side that I think there's someone coming from.
Okay. You want to just wait for him there? Or do you want to kick open the door and go get him?
I want to kick open the door.
Okay.
And I can do 30. Is that right?
Yeah, just move up to the door and then click it to open it.
Ah.
Spacebar if you're measuring from your own spot. If you're measuring from a spot next to you, it won't work. Yeah.
We're just gonna.
Hell yeah. Do it the old-fashioned way.
That's
fine. You see him running towards the door. As the door opens, he's a little surprised, but he was running this way to try and murder some of you. And he sees the door open, but does not see anyone standing there, so he's quite confused.
Combat. So because I'm visible, I could basically just walk in and be right up in his face, right?
Yeah, you can just walk up and stab him in the face. He will not be ready for it.
I like the sound of that.
Get him.
Do it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, click Heart of Greed and do attack.
Wait, and that's gonna be under. Okay, there we go. Single or full?
Single, because you had to move.
Oh yeah.
You walk up and slash him. He jumps back, bleeding, kind of shocked. He didn't even know you were standing there. He's quite upset.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
Okay.
All right.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes.
Okay. How far can my
I know what you want.
disintegrate?
You'll be
spell
pleased to know you can shoot disintegrate up to 200 feet away.
Okay, awesome. And
Everyone
can I
you
shoot
see
it
is within
twice
range.
if I just stay where I am?
No, it is a once around thing, but it is an
Once around,
insane
okay.
amount of damage.
Okay, all right.
He gets a save. If he makes his save, then he takes like a reduced amount, but it's still quite a bit. But yeah,
Okay.
it's a devastating
good.
attack.
Well, that's okay. Well, I'm gonna cast that on him. Then stand from right where I am.
Let him have it.
Single attack or full attack?
Doesn't matter with disintegrate.
Oh, okay.
26 hits because it's on touch AC. His touch AC is lower. He gets a save to attempt to resist your disintegrate. He tries. He rolls absolute piss and takes 95 points of damage.
Christ.
Nearly cutting him in half. You see plates burned off of him, metal plates of this super finely crafted
This
armor
is a great
come
fucking
loose
game.
and
like
just
this.
disintegrates. Just ash and dust and pieces of molten metal fall around him. You can actually see part
Nobody
of his
fucks
pale,
with my spider.
his pale vampire body, and he whips his head your direction and sees a cloud of piss with a bunch of
You do
illusions
not
in the
want to mess
middle.
with this dude. He is for real.
See? Fucking with my 15-foot spider.
These guys come running out, and they fucking fire at you.
At me?
At me
No.
or the
spider.
Probably
They-
the spider. Yeah.
They missed seeing the disintegrate. That almost hits you. That one.
Man, people don't like this spider. It's crazy.
Your purpose, your job in this group is basically to draw fire. Like, you're doing a fantastic job.
It hit me.
If you saw a giant spider, you'd probably also want to kill it.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Also, the rest of the team, fully invisible. Like, they are having a hard time.
You're
I mean, this is a good strategy.
Except for me,
Yeah.
people can see me.
You are what we call in games the tank. You are tanking right now. Literally, it's
I'm
a World of
fucking
Warcraft. Yeah.
I'm for the boys.
I mean, Kai is also a tank, so I'm used to it.
Okay, this one's gone, so I'll take him off the order. And we should probably pause here. We are at time. I assume some folks have got things to do.
Yeah, I've kind of got a hard stop.
Yeah.
Boom.
When
I'm
are we
going to
gonna play
pause
again?
here. I'm going to put us back on the city screen. Here's the coolest shit. We could not play this for the next month, and when we resume, Foundry will remember down to the turn what was going on. Like, we go back to this map, boom, the combat tracker is exactly where it was.
That's crazy.
Much the most enjoyable thesis defense I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, does everybody have any like questions,
Blowing a vampire
complaints?
apart with a laser beam.
Yeah, disintegrate's just one of the best spells in the game.
I love that.
It's fucking great. Any other? We'll talk about it more later. Feel free to tell me what you need more help with in the chat, and we'll look at maybe a week or 2 weeks or sometime down the road. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks
Thank you.
Thanks for giving it a shot. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
That was really cool, Toby. Like that's unbelievable.
Yep.
That's great. Thank you.
We like it. We like it a lot. And Mandy got to enjoy all of you fucking with her characters tertiary.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm really sad that we haven't encountered her yet, but that'll happen
I
later.
thought it might take a bit.
We got
yeah.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, is she the monster? Is she the girl we're trying to kill?
The target of your assassination is a character from Mandy's books.
Awesome. Yeah. I like
Mandy
that.
and I have
Okay,
integrated
all right.
her world and the Pathfinder world and my changes to it.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's cool.
sort of what
That's
we
cool.
do. Yeah,
And
My Halloween costume.
Yeah.
that's her.
Anyway.
Cool.
Also, if you want,
yeah.
we can have, if you really like the BHOL logo, because you are the Black Hand Operatives League.
Definitely do.
That's the name of your business. We can maybe get some T-shirts or hats or something.
I would love them more than anything in the world.
I love that.
I don't know where I'd wear it to.
It'll
but I
just
already
say B-hole and no one will know what it means.
I would wear that to the club.
And if anyone dares to ask you about it, you'll be like, you just hit my trap card. Now you've asked me about my D&D characters and I get to tell you.
Would it be weird of me to wear one of the shirts? No,
No, you're part of this.
You're a part of
You're
it. I mean,
neck
you're
deep
not
in
part of
this.
B-hole, but
You're neck deep in the B-hole.
You're neck deep in the B-hole.
Yeah.
Normally neck deep means from the bottom up, but I think neck deep in the B-hole. I'm going to stop the recording there.